Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. What's good with you? And oh man, it's that week that we all look forward to in college football, rivalry week here, in which is not about the records here. It's not about, for once, just about the playoff picture and stuff like that. It's all about just winning this matchup here, because whoever wins this one earns the right to brag for the next full calendar year. So guys, this is going to be an intense game here, and one in which I myself have been looking forward to for quite some time. And so we start this one off here with Mike in the building, and he says, JV, I'm the Heezy. Let's go. Let's get it, Mike. What's good with you? And Mr. JV says, let's go, Michigan. Really? Really? And Mike says, wait, we root Ohio State in here. Tell him again, Mike. There it is. There it is. But oh man, what a matchup this one is going to be here. And so it's been a hot minute. I'm ready for the Buckeyes to come out here and to take this one. We got to come out here and we got to take this one today. Y'all already know where JV stands in this one without a shadow of a doubt here. I need to get this W here for the Buckeyes. But expect a high intensity, hard hitting game. The best rivalry in college football, in my humble opinion. And now we just wait to kick off. But if you guys want to give me your score projection, let me know in the chat. Who do you think is going to win? And also, what do you think the final score is going to be? And so my man Seth coming through. What's good with you, Seth? I'll tell you what though, Seth and those Sooners, they know a little something about winning. I mean, seeing what they did last week, that was pretty impressive. But you say Ohio State, love it. Love it. Do you have a score projection for us? And Mr. JV says, what about the Bulldogs last night? And so, oh man, I tell you what though, I tell you what, that was that was one heck of a game yesterday. But 8 overtimes, that's a lot. Like if I was a fan of either team, that would have had my nerves just completely just wrecked after a game in which you go 8 overtimes there, in which Georgia Tech, they could have won that one. Quite frankly, they jumped out on them like that. I thought they had it in the bag there, but you play around too long with it. You let UGA come and tie it up there. But man, that was insane. That was insane. Only one game has went to more overtimes than what we witnessed last night, and that was the one that we here on JB&M Sports Fanatic actually live streamed between Penn State and the Fighting Illini a couple years ago, in which that one went to 9 overtimes that game. So that's going back. And let's see, Mike says, JB root Ohio State. You better believe it. You better believe it. Seth says, yep. And let's see, Mike says, yeah, no, Georgia. All right, so Seth says, to keep it a buck, Ohio State's going to win 31-17. I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. I legitimately can see that being the final score, like a 31-17. I can see that. Or maybe even 34-17. And so Phoenix is in the building. What's good with you, Phoenix? And Phoenix says, Ohio State, let's go. Phoenix gets it. He gets it. Absolutely. Yes. Oh, man, appreciate that support. And I hope that you are well. And I hope that everybody, had a great, Thanksgiving, a great Black Friday, and that we're all here ready for some great college football today. There was some pretty good college football yesterday if you missed it. And not only that, I mean, how do you guys feel about, Trevor Hunter's performance, and also, Genty for Boise State, in which, he didn't play a full game, but still, how do you guys feel about those performances? Man, of course Charles going to pick Michigan, man. Why even ask him? Why even ask him? Let's see. Seth says you said your Sooners should beat LSU tonight. I expect that. I expect that. Right, continue to ride that momentum there. Beat a susceptible LSU team that their defense hasn't been much, and quite frankly, their quarterback has been kind of wishy-washy at times there. So absolutely, Absolutely there, because yeah, I believe that you guys defensively will give them some problems there, and offensively it'll be a little bit easier against that defense there. So there you go. You got this, Seth. And let's see, Phoenix says the blizzard snow has just started here in Kansas City. And so, oh man, it just started. And now it's starting to feel a little bit like Christmas if Kansas City got blizzards going on there. So now we're starting to feel like we're hitting those months on the calendar just in time for December, right? Just in time for December. But that's what, well, definitely stay warm though, because if it was JB, oh man, JB would have 7 heaters around him right now if that was JB, and that still wouldn't be enough. All right, looking at the Buckeyes march on the field here. I need us to come out strong. Let's go ahead and kick the ball to them first and defensively come out there, hit them in the mouths defensively, and let's get this going here. Will Howard, I'm looking at you, man. I'm looking at you. You want to enter the hearts of many Buckeye fans. Today is a day where you just got to go out there and you just got to make the big time plays. If you watch Will Howard and you really watch him play, he doesn't really go out there and like throw interceptions and stuff like that. He does a pretty good job here, but today I need him to know when to scramble. I need him to know when to check down to his running backs and stuff. I need him to know that in clutch situations when to make those plays, because statistically speaking, he's not as bad as some people will lead you to believe that he is, but he has to make those impact plays when we really need him. So absolutely. Let's see. Mr. JB says you're looking for an old man mob, and so we'll see if he comes through. We'll see if he comes through. Let's see. Mike says JB, run down yesterday's scores, please. And so I got you. Let me go ahead and pull that up on my phone real quick. So give me 1 second with that. All right. So obviously yesterday we had one NFL game. You know, that was the Raiders and the Chiefs. If you watch the game, you know how that one played out there. Kansas City in a close game there. They pulled it off there, 19-17. A little bit of controversy there. You know, not first time this season there, but the Chiefs were able to hold on. And hey, when I did my predictions for the Raiders and the Chiefs, I said that this game was going to be a close game, but the Chiefs were going to find a way to win. And the Chiefs, they did find a way to win. But they weren't the only team that found a way to win. You heard me earlier mention that Georgia beat Georgia Tech 44-42. That one went to 8 overtimes there, but Georgia found a way to win, in which a game in which they had to win for college football playoffs, you know, potential scenarios there. And then we fast forward to some of the other games, and you had, let's see, you had Navy beat East Carolina 34-20. You had Colorado destroy and dismantle a 3-9 Oklahoma State squad, 52-0. Yeah, Colorado beat them 52-0, which my man Travis Hunter went out there, ball with a couple of touchdowns, had an interception as well, just completely dismantled them. Minnesota, they beat Wisconsin 24-7. Boise State, they beat Oregon State 34-18. And John T didn't have to play the whole game in that one. They tried to reserve him because they know that they need him the rest of the way, but 34-18. And then you had Ole Miss beat Mississippi State 26-14 in that matchup. Sam Houston beat Liberty 20-18. That was a close one. San Jose State, they beat Stanford 34-31. Iowa beat Nebraska 13-10. Now that is classic Iowa football there, 13-10 victory, while Utah beat UCF 28-14 in their matchup. Again, Utah was on the road for that one. Let's see. Colorado State beat Utah State 42-37. Texas State beat South Alabama 45-38 yesterday. And Miami of Ohio beat Bowling Green 28-12 yesterday. So there you go. Seth says, I don't know what Mahomes was doing yesterday, but he can't pass the ball lately. And so, you know, sometimes we never know if a player is actually dealing with a small injury and the team is just not telling us. That's always a probability there. But quite frankly, It does feel like they've been more reliant on like the defense or in just making clutch plays. But I'm sure that he'll be fine. It's just a matter of when will that return, perhaps. But you bring up a good observation, Seth. You bring up a good observation. Because I sure know that I asked myself that at times last year when we watched the Chiefs there. But the important part is once the playoffs get going, he tends to turn it up during the playoffs. And so as long as he keeps doing that, he'll continue to get the benefit of the doubt. This one's got to be for Ryan Day here. Because this is the, I mean, they got the goals up there right there. Beating Michigan is a goal all by itself. Then also winning the Big Ten is next. And then bring home that natty. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. But be sure that you guys enjoy all of this college football today. Enjoy all of it the entire day because after this week, we're going to be looking towards, obviously the conference games, bowl games here, but this is the ultimate week of the regular season here. Like now that we're at this point, that means, there's the season's winding down. It's winding down. So be sure you enjoy this week today when it comes to college football. All these rivalries here. It's not just this game that's taking place today, right now. We've also got other teams taking place. There's some pretty good matchups across the board. Like regardless who you're for, you already see, Tennessee and Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's already up 7-0 today, and Tennessee needs to win this. But Vandy's up 7-0 early first quarter there. So we'll see how that one plays out the rest of the way. You've got Duke and Wake Forest. You've also got Clemson versus South Carolina. They're in the early stages of the first quarter there. Fighting Illini versus Northwestern. Northwestern's up 3-0. So I see a couple teams that are underdogs already leading. That's the kind of day it's about to be. And so, Lefty, what's good? What's good with you? You came through to show some support to JB. You say Ohio State wins big. I like that. I like that. Take it to the bank. There we go. Seth says, I do need Tennessee to lose. And so I know where Seth is rooting for Vandy then. Braden, my guy, what's good with you? We got Braden in the building. How was your Thanksgiving, Braden? All right, getting ready here for the kickoff. Y'all already know your boy JB amped up for this one. Samuel in the building as well. What's good with you, Samuel? And you said, what's up, buddy? And so I'm doing good. How about yourself? Kickoff on the way. Michigan will get the football here first. And so he's going to bring it out the end zone here. Get him. There you go. Got him at about the 10-yard line here. All right. So defense, I'm going to challenge you to come out here early and to get them off the field early. Momentum starts with you guys. If you guys can go out there and get a 3 and out, that will carry over to the offense. Let's go. And you said happy Thanksgiving Day and a great time. You had a great time. That's wonderful, Samuel. Wonderful. What'd you end up eating? All right, so here we go. 1st and 10. Michigan out of the shotgun. Receiver goes in motion. It's a run play right up the middle. That's going to be Mulling on the carry, and he's going to pick up 3 yards there on the carry. Khalil Mullings. We got to really watch him. He's got big play potential. Him and Edwards in the backfield. Let's see. Braden said, JB, did you see the crazy Georgia Tech versus Georgia game last night? And so, yes, I did see it. I started watching really in the second half when I saw the Tech was up 17-0. Then I saw UGA climb back, send it to OT. And, man, I didn't expect 8 overtimes, but that's exactly what we got. So, yes, I saw it. All right, 2nd and 7, another run play. Get him. Get him. All right, a pickup of about 2 yards there on a carry. 3rd and 5 coming up. So defense, this is where you make the play. I don't want to see no funny stuff defensively here. Get after them. Get after them. It's 3rd and 5. Don't go playing around. Don't go thinking we can get them next down. No, get them now. I want to see that killer instinct coming from the defense here. Caleb down. Show them why you're great. Show them why you're great. Because JB's not playing today. JB's not playing today. Receiver goes in motion out of the shotgun here. Quarterback steps up, throws it, and gets it right over the middle. Right over the middle. How many times are we going to continue to let them in the first half just pick us apart over the middle? That's a routine thing. I saw it last week. Indiana did it. I've seen Penn State do it. Everybody's targeting the middle of the field against us. Let's see. Samuel says Golden Corral. Well, I didn't even read what Braden said. He said it was great, especially since the Packers won. And so that they did. That they did. Let's see. Braden says, I think this will be a blowout like about 10 years ago. And so, well, y'all got more faith there than what I do. Right now, I'll just be satisfied with a 2-score victory. All right, another running play picks up 4 yards on the play. We have got to do a better job when it comes to 3rd down, imposing our will against the opponent and making them feel our pressure. Because this is what they want. 2nd and 6. They'll be satisfied with another 3-4 yards picked up here. We can't let that happen. We've got to get them because you know they're going to look to run the ball here. Get them and force a 3rd and 5 or a 3rd and 4. All right, so from their own 34-yard line, receiver goes in motion again. Give it to Mullen again, and Mullen is going to pick up 2 yards there on the play. All right, 3rd down coming up. Let's see. Braden said, dang, Ohio State didn't stop him. Seth says Ohio needs to stop. So on 3rd and 4. Let's see. Samuel says, hey, you, Josh, was I live yesterday? I did not go live for that one. Did not go live for that one. Sky, what's good with you? What's good with you? How are you today? All right, so 3rd and 4. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Receiver goes in motion here. Shotgun formation. 8 seconds on the play clock. Gets the snap. Looking. Throws it. Gets the completion, and he's going nowhere. Not even to the line of scrimmage. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 4th down coming up. Excellent job there by the defense. Braden says stopped. There you go, JB. Yes, that puts a smile on JB's face, but the work ain't done. The work ain't done. Now I'm looking for special teams. Let's be special. Let's be special. Braden says, I know how you want to beat Michigan. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Congratulations, Braden. You guys beat Nebraska yesterday in a 13-10 game. What's this I'm hearing about Nebraska not wanting to shake you guys' hands and stuff like that before the game? I think I heard something like that before the game. But congratulations. You know, your Hawkeyes, they got the W. All right, so when we come back from this commercial here, we're going to get to see Ohio State with the football for the first time here today, and let's see what this offense looks like. And right now, I'm also going to issue a challenge to this offense to come out here fast, get things going here fast. You know, I know we want to come out, establish the run here, but let's be aggressive. Let's get some deep plays out there. I hear that Will Johnson's not playing in this one. That's a big deal. Let's take advantage of that. Let's take advantage of that. Again, Will Johnson, you know, perhaps the top cornerback in the country, you know, for Michigan. He's not playing in this one because of a toe injury that he acquired against the Fighting Illini. So it's a shame because I did want to see him go against, you know, our Jeremiah out there, but unfortunately we won't get that matchup. Let's see. Samuel says, hey, your Josh is on. You got who JB got to pick this one? Oh, JB's got to rock with his team, Ohio State, for sure. For sure. Absolutely. Braden says you didn't hear that. And so, yeah, Braden, that's what happened. Because I assume he was a running back for Iowa. I think he was like a running back, but I've never seen him without a helmet. But he was saying like, yeah, the captains for Nebraska refused to shake their hands and stuff, and all kind of stuff. So yeah, absolutely. But again, we're at the commercial here. So y'all please go ahead and be sure to press that like button. And if you are new, subscribe to the channel and let us know who you are. Or if you're just watching, let us know who you got in this one, whether it's Ohio State, whether it's Michigan and stuff like that. Either way, we're going to be in for a good game here, but hopefully you're rocking with JB and Ohio State today. Hopefully. Hopefully. But let's see. Seth says that Will Johnson is out with an injury today. And so, yep, that toe injury kept him out. I would have thought that I'm pretty sure if he had any, if he really could have been out there, I feel like he really would have been out there because a game like this, you just don't miss, because it just means too much. Regardless what the regular season record is, if he could have been out there, I'm pretty sure he would have been out there. Let's see. Samuel says he's going to Ohio State too. Okay, bet. Samuel, how did you feel about the Battle of Mississippi? Mississippi versus Mississippi State. Did you want to see Mississippi win that one, Ole Miss, or did you want to see Mississippi State come out victorious? All right, but here goes the Buckeyes here. Let's get it going. Receiver goes in motion. There are 3 receivers on the play. Will Howard throws it, gets the completion there to the receiver, and that's going to be a pickup of about 9 yards before they stop his forward progress there. And that was Carnell Tate with the reception there on the play. Let's go. Tate's been coming alive as of late. I like it. 5 wide here. Okay. Howard again looking, spreads him out, finds Tate again, this time for 8 yards here. He's already got 2 catches, 17 yards in the first down. Let's go here in the first quarter with 10 minutes to go in the first. This is the first offensive possession of the game here for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Let's see. Raiden says, JB wasn't able to watch your stream on Thanksgiving. Went back and watched your reaction of the Bears' bad clock management. And so I knew he had to get fired after that. They even let him go to the press conference and basically talk about he's not going to get fired just to get fired. All right, we do run the ball here. Get back to the line of scrimmage. Clearly today we're going to have to come out here and open it up passing this ball here. Open it up passing this ball. But I know that we do want to run this ball, but this is the kind of game where you let Will Howard go out there and get this W. But absolutely, it was horrendous clock management there by Chicago's former coach. All right, 2nd and 10, shotgun formation here. Howard throws it. Completion. Excellent job. It's going to be about a yard shy of that first down marker. 2 yards shy. Let's go. And that was Jeremiah Smith with the reception. 8 yards on the play. So now we got 3rd and 2. We're at the Michigan 44-yard line here. So this is where you put a guy like Judkins in there, you give him a lead blocker, and you let him go to work. But you also keep the option, I feel like, for Will Howard, if he sees something, to keep it himself and run. But ideally, give it to Judkins here, and let's get this first down. 3rd and 2. And if you get a yard, then you go for it on 4th. But let's go. Come on, catch him before he goes to the sideline. Snap the ball. We got no kind of presence out there. Run. Okay, gets the completion there. But I would have liked to see us take advantage of the man's running off the field. Go ahead and snap the ball here. Let's be alert. But a big-time completion there to Carnell Tate again for 13 yards. Already with 3 catches and 30 yards already. Let's get it. Let's see. Mike says, how good is Arizona receiver? Oh, he's the truth. He is the truth. I mean, if you're looking for a pure wide receiver, you look for him. Howard taking a deep shot. Thank you. Get that flag up. Thank you. You can't be pulling my man like that. Pulling my man like he a grocery cart or something like that. Again, here in the first with 7 minutes and 36 seconds to go. We need to open up with a touchdown, man. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. Braden says he's really good, Mike. He said, I don't know how he'll do in the NFL, though. Samuel says, oh, Miss, good, great job, teams. Okay, okay. Let's see. Mike says that Michigan Mason Graham, the third best NFL prospect. Okay, bet. So after that penalty there, they're going to run the ball. And yeah, Travion Henderson unable to find anything there. And it's not often that I see Travion Henderson get stopped this much at the line of scrimmage. Travion Henderson does a tremendous job at finding holes and getting through it. But Travion, he knows what this rivalry means. He knows what this rivalry means. He's been here with us at least the last 2 seasons in terms of getting valuable playing time. All right, receiver goes in motion. And they're going to give it to Henderson again. And Henderson's going to fight for it there for about a good 4 yards on the carry. And again, that time he just found a hole, cut up, give him 5 yards there. So 3rd and 5 coming up again. Still first quarter with 6 minutes and 42 seconds to go here in the first. Got to make a play here on 3rd and 5. Come on, Buckeyes. All right, shotgun here. 3 receivers bottom of the screen here. 1 receiver top of the formation. 1 back as well. 15 seconds here on the play clock. Ball at the Michigan 11-yard line, but they at least need to pick up 5 yards for a first down. Gets it, throws it. Why? 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 Come on, man. Come on, man. And so just like that, an opportunity to set the tone missed. And why would you do that? Clearly, he ran right into the DB. Let's see. Mike says, hashtag fire that coach. Samuel says, yesterday, Las Vegas versus Kansas City final 17-19 with the Chiefs winning. Mike says, Michigan cornerback Will Johnson, Pro Football Focus gives him the number 5 NFL prospect. Let's see. Braden says, you guys will have Tate next year, too. He's only a sophomore. Braden says, good defense. And so you didn't say that when Ohio State got the stop there, Braden. Why you didn't say that for us? We like compliments, too. But nah. So Ohio State comes away with 3 points there, 29-yard field goal, good. So it's 3-0 here in the first quarter with 6 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. And so when we come back, Buckeyes will kick the ball off, and we'll see what Michigan does with the football when they come out. Overall, I saw some good things on that drive, but we just got to finish. We just got to finish. We just got to finish. Let's see. Samuel says that right now it is 14-0. You say, and Vanderbilt's beating Tennessee 14-0. Oh no. Oh no. I know that Laney's a little nervous there, but I know that Seth's ecstatic about that. He's probably doing cartwheels right now. He's like, let's go. Oh man, but I feel bad for Laney though. 14-0. Still first quarter though. A lot of time. Northwestern's beating the Fighting Illini 9-7. And it's still scoreless for South Carolina and Clemson. They're still scoreless. And let's see. Mike says, so Mr. JB, you say Richardson coming around for the Colts. What position they need to draft? And so, oh man, when it comes to the Colts and what position do they need to go with in terms of drafting there off the spot? And I haven't watched too many of their games there, but it does seem like that offensive line, when they're in the big games, that offensive line is crumbling. You know, like they're crumbling. So offensive line would not be a bad place there. But I don't know what other need they would have that would probably be prioritized higher than that. But I would say offensive line is a good place to start there. Give him some time. Give him some time. Don't make him feel like he's got to go out there and run all the time. Samuel says Tennessee Vols. Now it's 14-7, so Tennessee scored. Okay. Bet. Let's see. Mike says Josh Simmons, offensive line, Ohio State, number 15, Pro Football Focus pick. And Mr. JB says, be careful what you say about the dumb Colts. Oh, wow. But nah, Mr. JB made a typo there. Uh, he meant to say, be careful what you say about those Colts. But it seems like the typo was correct. Let's see. You say top O line a must. And so, yes, build the offensive line there. Give him some time so he can have some confidence to go through his reads. And you say, what does the Patriots need? And so, oh man, well, obviously we need a tier one receiver. That's for sure. But we also need an offensive line as well. We got so many needs. Patriots got so many needs there. But receiver, offensive lineman, I say prioritize offensive lineman because we can't draft receivers worth for nothing. So yeah, we haven't drafted a decent receiver in the first 2 rounds. Going back to you got to go back to Deion Branch the last time we successfully drafted a receiver in the first 2 rounds that worked out. We failed on many a guys. So yeah, get us an offensive lineman. Hopefully we can get somebody like a T Higgins or something in the free agency. But I would say offensive line. All right, no return. All right, so we'll see what Michigan does on their second drive here. Need this Buckeyes defense to come out, be aggressive, get a 3-and-out. Let's get the ball back. Let's see, you say the Arizona receiver. And so, I mean, I would love to have that, but I feel like our need for offensive line is bigger to where we just need to go out there, pay a free agent, spend a lot of money on a big time free agent at that receiver spot. Because quite frankly, we just whiff when it comes to drafting, receivers. And we've already drafted 2 rookie receivers this year. Hopefully they can develop. So I would prioritize going offensive line if I was the Patriots, especially considering where we're picking from. We might be able to get the best offensive lineman, and that's key. That's key for the future of Drake May, keeping them upright. And let's see. Samuel says yesterday crazy game. Georgia Tech versus Georgia Bulldogs. Final score of 44-42 went to 8 overtimes for the Bulldogs to win. That is correct. And Mike says Patriots haven't had a star in a while. And so yeah, it's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute. But I like what the Mario Douglas brings to the team at the position there. And now we've got a quarterback that can get them the ball. We've got a couple guys that can fill out the rest of the depth chart. We just need a number one, a solid number one. And I think we can get that this year in free agency. Now that they see that Drake May is the quarterback. All right, just awaiting to come back here from the commercial so we can resume play. And so far from Michigan today, their quarterback Warren is 2 of 2 for 14 yards passing. Mullins, he's got 4 carries for 11 yards. And leading receiver is Tyler Morris, who's got 1 catch for 14 yards. Again, first quarter with 6 minutes and 14 seconds to go, and the Buckeyes leading 3-0. Both teams have had the football once, and we're about to see Michigan with the football here for a second time and see what they can do this time out there. Again, first quarter. 6 minutes and 14 seconds to go. All right, Michigan with the football here. One back in the backfield. This time it's Donovan Edwards. They snap the ball. They give it to Edwards, and Edwards off the left side. He's going to pick up 3 yards before he gets brought down. 2nd and 7 coming up. And again, if you are Ohio State, your goal is that when they reach 3rd down, it's at least got to be probably about 3rd and 4, ideally. Because anything shorter than that, they'll run the ball and they'll probably go for it on 4th downs unless they're just too far back in their own end zone. All right, so Warren's going to line up here. Looks like in a shotgun. Receiver goes in motion. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. From their own 28-yard line. Gets the snap. Warren throws it. Gets it to the receiver there on the slant, and that's going to be a 1st down. Picked up 9 yards there on the pass and a 1st down there for Michigan. Let's see. Mike says Jalen Coker, an undrafted nobody walk-on receiver. Great route running and hands on the Panthers. All right, 5:05 left to go here in the 1st quarter of play. And again, Michigan here, their 2nd offensive drive of the game here. They're trying to move the ball here, but can the Buckeyes slow them down here? Multiple tight ends here on the play. Receiver goes in motion. Fakes it to the back. Looking, pressure all around him. Throws it. Gets it there to the back, but he's going nowhere. Going nowhere. That time the Buckeyes defense, they looked aggressive on that play. And again, Davis Warren is a senior. Didn't realize he was a senior. Let's see. Mike says Amazon Madden View is awesome. Braden said read that screen easily. Read that screen easily. All right, 2nd and 9. Multiple tight ends. Receiver goes in motion here. Gonna give it to Edwards, and Edwards is gonna pick up 6 yards there on the carry. So now 3rd and 3. If you're the Buckeyes, you got to be aggressive because if they run this ball here, you cannot give up an inch. Because if you give up a yard or 2, they're going for it on 4th down. All right, so 3rd and 3. Will Michigan get another 1st down, or will the Buckeyes be able to get a stand here? All right, 3rd and 3. Receiver goes in motion here. And quarterback's going to keep it himself here. Oh, man. Caught Ohio State napping here. Oh, man. Like, did we not pay attention to the personnel? What did you think they were going to do when they put number 10 in there at quarterback? You don't have to watch him the entire season to know when he's in the game, he's about to run his ball. That was just pure ignorance. Look at you. You're over there playing patty cake with the blocker because you have no kind of awareness of what to look when they sub this package in there. How dumb is that? Are you serious right now? Are you serious? Let's see. Samuel says tonight game Texas versus Texas A&M start time is 6:30 p.m. Central. Again, that's going to be the 2nd game that JB streams today. Runs the ball. Look at him. Look at him. They're tackling like they're spooked out there. Mullins picks up 8 yards there on the carry. 2nd and 2 coming up there at the Buckeyes 19-yard line. But remember, for anybody that was on when JB did the talk show on Wednesday, I did caution you guys to expect Michigan to come out early and to do exactly this. I called it. I said it won't be to probably about a good late 3rd, early 4th to where you see Ohio State really start to look like they should be looking, but that I could see Michigan coming out to a fast start. All right, but 2nd and 2. And they get the 1st down. Picks up 7 yards on the play. Again, he's got 6 carries today for 26 yards. But yeah, that's just being unaware of the personnel. I can't believe you enter into a big game like this and you don't even know what that guy means to them when he's in the game. that means he's going to be the one to run the ball. Like, come on now. Let's see. Braden says Bryce Young been looking good the last couple of weeks too. Yeah, I seen a guy on Twitter said that he was better than CJ Stroud. I was like, man, y'all really just change on the people, don't you? Another running play. Picks up 3 yards there for Mullins. 55 seconds left to go here in the first quarter of play. Again, Ohio State up 3-0, but right now Michigan here in the red zone. I'm going to need this Buckeyes defense to come on here and slow them down. Hold them to a field goal attempt. I'm hoping here on 2nd and 8, I'm hoping that they pass it since we've got no choice but to be aware of the short stuff. So let them try to pass it now and throw an incompletion. See if it goes in motion. Play fake. All right, they're going to do what JB wants. They're looking. Throws it incomplete. Excellent job. Excellent job. So 3rd and 8. This is going to help us out a lot defensively here. 3rd and 8. Braden says patty cake. Braden says CJ Stroud having a sophomore slump, but he'll be fine. That's right. He'll be fine. JB's not sweating it. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 8. 21 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Michigan, they've got their eyes on the end zone, but can the Buckeyes prevent that? Come on, defense. This is another time where I got to challenge you. Got to be clutch in clutch situations here. Looking. Quarterback throws it. They call it a catch, it looks like, but he's short of that first down marker. But with it being a catch, that means that they're going to go for this. Now, let me see a replay here. Got to make sure that they did indeed. Come on, he didn't catch that. Look at him. He didn't catch that. Yeah, look at that. He didn't catch it. He didn't catch it. That's incomplete. How do I know that's incomplete? Look at the placement of his hands and look at the placement of the football. His hands was above where the football was when he tried to catch that. So that's the only reason I knew on that one that that's incomplete. That's going to be overturned because his hands are not where the football is. And ain't no way we glitching like this. So nah, that's going to be overturned. That's going to be overturned. But they'll take a look at it. They'll take a look at it. Let's see. Samuel says today, Auburn versus Alabama. The game start time is 2:30 Central. That's right, at Bryant Denny's Stadium in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Appreciate all these updates, Samuel. Braden says, go for it, Michigan. And he says 14-7, Vandy. And so, oh man, I know that Laney right now is really concerned about that game. I can imagine that. Let's see. Braden says now it is 17-7 right now, Vandy over Tennessee. So, oh man. I feel like every game that's on this week is a crazy one. It's a crazy one. Do we have a score for South Carolina and Clemson yet, or is it still 0-0 in that one? Looks like they're still scoreless in that one. Baylor's beating Kansas 14-7. But again, we're at the commercial here. Thanks to the timeout call. All right, so Braden says still 0-0. Bet, appreciate that. Samuel says tonight game, Oklahoma versus LSU game start time. It's going to be 6 o'clock Central time. And so, yes. And so, oh man, Brian Kelly has not been having a season that he wanted at all. And so, at all. And so, hey, it's been a minute since we've had a bot come through. It's been a minute. That lets you know we're doing something right. Let's see. Braden says you finally caught the bot. Let's go. Give it up for Braden here coming through in the clutch. But man showed up like he's one of the Avengers here and said, nah, real fast. Absolutely. But so far in this one, 3-0. And so we'll see how this one goes the rest of the way here. But I anticipate second quarter to have a little bit more offensive action. Ohio State, when they had the football, they did move it. They got 3 points. Michigan, their second drive, they are literally here 1 yard away from getting a first down and 3 from the end zone, depending on, I guess, that call and if they're going to overturn it. But if they stick with the original call, then 4th and 1, I anticipate they're going to go for this. Because, like, why would you kick a field goal? Now, Ryan Day, he would say kick the field goal. But everybody else, they'll go for it. But again, just waiting to get back to the action here. And you know what? Now's a good time, though, for everybody watching. Comment in the chat and let me know, who do you want to see win the championship that realistically has a shot? Who do you guys want? Not who do you think will, not who do you think is going to, has the best chance, but who do you guys personally want to see win the national championship this year? Let JB know. All right, so here we go. So it looks like on a 4th and 1 here, Michigan fit to go for it, being aggressive here. I need the Buckeyes to step up big. This is one of those moments I say when you got to be clutch. They snap the ball, feed it to the back, and the back. Oh, he got stopped. He got stopped. He got stopped. But let's see what they. Excellent job. Excellent job there by the Buckeyes defense to get that stop. That's what we needed there. Excellent job. Let's go. Let's see. Samuel says, hey, Josh, say NCAA Division I football bowl subdivision game. And so let's see. Mike says, sorry, JB, shoving leftovers in your mouth there. And so, hey, I understand that there, Mike. I understand that. I understand that. And that time, Khalil Mullins, unable to do it. Let's see. Braden says stuffed. Mike says Austin, Texas needs a UFL team. Braden says Boise State. Mike says Clemson. So Braden would like to see Boise State win it. Would that not be insane? And so Mike wants to see Clemson. Please, let's not bring back the resurgence of Clemson again. That was a tough fan base to deal with and to listen to them gloating all the time. I'm good on that one. Let's see. Braden says Caleb Downs coming up clutch. Let's see. Mike says Baker taught me if you're drafted in first, deep down, probably have quarterback tools if the team is patient. I think we can say the same thing about, what Sam Darnold's doing down there in Minnesota as well. But now, after that stop, excellent job there by Ohio State. He jumped into the arms of the biggest guy on that defensive line, and he welcomed them, embraced them, and said, nope, not going to happen. An object in motion stays in motion until the bigger object stops. And the call stands, Ohio State football. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so now the Buckeyes with the football, but we've got our work cut out for us. First, we got to pick up a couple of first downs to give us some space here. And then from there, make it do what it do. Ryan Day, Chip Kelly, let's combine wisdom here and let's move this ball. Mike says he predicted Bryce emergence. All right, here we go. Shotgun here. So 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 back. Gonna feed it to the back, and the back able to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd and 10. It's been really brutal trying to run the ball here against Michigan today. But considering where we are in the field here, this is tough. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. All right, so 2nd and 10 here. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. And Will Howard keeps it himself here and picks up a yard. I mean, at this rate, we're going to end up punting the ball back. Let's be aggressive. Let's be aggressive. All right, so we got a 3rd and 9, and JB needs a first down, man. I need a first down. Let's see. Samuel says, breaking news, hurricane in today. And Samuel says, it's your family yesterday. Happy birthday to 75-year-old. So someone in your family turned 75. Happy birthday to them, Samuel. Happy birthday to them. Braden says, stuffed again. All right, so here we go on 3rd and 9. Shotgun. Throws it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Will Howard. Will Howard. Why did I have a feeling you were going to do that? I just had a feeling deep down that you was about to do something stupid like that, and I was right. I was right. His problem is he doesn't see the field that well. That is his problem. He does not see the field that well because I've seen him, I feel like, make a similar mistake earlier. Wow. Just gift wrapped it to him. So already there. Let's see. Mike says Winston will never be a star. There are exceptions. Braden says, oh my. And you say, JB, watch what you say about being aggressive. Mike says, you told your cousins Dalton's is terrible. There is nothing Bryce could do to be worse than watching Dalton. Oh, man. But 1st and goal here for Michigan. And so, Will Howard, what have you done? What have you done to us? But 1st and goal, they're going to run it. And it's going to pick up a yard on the carry. 2nd and 1 coming up here. 2nd and 1 coming up. And it feels like Will Howard does this dumb stuff when it's high pressure situations and he's either backed up to his own goal line. Because for some reason, I feel like his ability to read defenses in these type of situations where he's feeling pressure, it shrinks dramatically. But if he's not within his own 10-yard line, he can make he can be a good quarterback. All right, so that time Michigan scores a touchdown. They take the lead here, 6-3. But as JB cautioned everybody before, I'll re-say it. Michigan strikes early, but it won't last. It won't last. Braden says it's like the Penn State game. He says stuffed. And then Samuel says, and my family today is going from Vicksburg, Mississippi to McCobb, Mississippi home. Oh, bet. Safe travels. And Braden says touchdown. A little too happy for JB's liking. But here in the 2nd quarter, with 12 minutes and 37 seconds to go, extra point is good for Michigan. So they're up 7-3 right now. 7-3. And Mike says, dear Brady, this is for you. He says, you stink at announcing. And once again, Will Howard gifts it. And this is probably the time where we're going to see old man come in talking about he wants to see Ryan Day gone. He wants to see Will Howard gone. And so expect when old joins, he's going to say that. But nah, JB's going to sit right here, keep it calm, because we're not going to go out here and throw no 3-4 interceptions today. That's not going to happen. So you're going to come back out here, act like this never happened. If anything, this is going to fire the offense up, and we'll come down here and score. Let's see. Braden says, Mike. And let's see. Braden says, also, when he comes in, he'll say you're a jinx. No, he said he wouldn't say that no more after last week. He said he wouldn't say that. I'm sorry, after the Indiana game. So he said he wouldn't say that anymore, Braden. Let's see. Mr. JB says, yeah, old man ain't going to show up. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. We will see about that. But yeah, this is not the time to press the panic button. Plenty of football. We just got to go out here and score. Let's see. You say how tall is Emeka? That's a good question. I would guess that he's like, let me see. Let me just look real quick. He's 6'1". I figured he had to be like 6'1", but he's 6'1". So yeah, that's how tall he is, 6'1". All right, and again, we're at the commercial here. And when we come back, Michigan will kick the ball off, and we'll see what Ohio State does this time out there, in which they're in a spot where they have to. They have to continue to trust Will Howard. I know it's not easy to say after he just threw a terrible interception like that, but we have to trust him because, quite frankly, running the ball is not going to work, at least not early. Fourth quarter, when we tired them out a little bit, we'll be able to run the ball a little bit better. But right now, we're going to need to be able to rely on Will Howard to move the ball. And I believe he can do it. I believe he can do it. From what I've seen so far this season, he bounces back pretty well after making a mistake. I think he'll be just fine. All right, kickoff on the way. And no return here for the Buckeyes. Let's see. Mike says, do we see Michigan tight end Loveland? Cleveland, or is it Cleveland, Loveland, something like that. But I know who you're talking about, but I haven't seen him today. I'm not even sure if he's playing or if he's on the injured list or not, quite frankly. But if anybody happens to know that, do let JB know. But I think I've seen something about him being on the injured list, but I'm not sure. All right, so Samuel says Tennessee Vols versus Vanderbilt, second quarter, 17-7 now. All right, got to snap the ball, pitches it, got to go, and goes out of bounds there. Okay, okay. If that was Travion Henderson, though, I would have liked that a little bit more with Travion Henderson because Travion Henderson probably could have busted out there a lot quicker. But that's a nice run there for 15 yards there for Judkins in the backfield. All right, so we got a 1st and 10. Let's get it going. Let's get some momentum here. Let's go. All right, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. They snap the ball, fake it to the back, looking, steps up, eludes the rush, throws it, gets it caught there to the 42-yard line of Michigan. Big time play. And it's like I said, if there's one thing I'll say about Will Howard on his behalf, he has resilience. After he makes a mistake, in which he makes mistakes a little too often for JB's liking, he will come back and bounce back. So I'm not concerned about the kid being routed or nothing. Just got to go out there and score a touchdown for us now. All right, so 1st and 10, 42-yard line of Michigan. 3 receivers here at the bottom of the screen here, 1 tight end at the top. Receiver goes in motion. Again, shotgun here. Fakes it to the back, throws it, gets the completion there to the receiver, and Jeremiah Smith shoved out of bounds there. Come on, Smith. Come on, Smith. Come on, Smith. I get the emotions here, but let's not do anything dumb here. We need to score. We need to score, and we need you. And these two up, there's flags out there. There's flags out there. Hopefully they get the true culprit here, and hopefully another flag comes out. Multiple flags. There it is. Mike says, there is that receiver. Let's see. Mike says, nice route. You said, cool. He beat up the guy out of bounds. You say, dang, catch them hands. What beef? I mean, you even got the coach out there putting his hands on people. Like, come on, bro. What's this? Again, I'm trying to read the lips here of the official. What's the point of even throwing that if you're going to offset? What's the point? What's the point? All right, so unsportsmanlike conduct there. Okay. All right, so 2nd and 5 here after that little scruffle there. At the 37-yard line here of Michigan. Shotgun formation here, 2nd and 5. Gives the ball to Judkins, and Judkins fights for 2 yards there on the play. So 3rd down coming up. Again, 10 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in the 2nd quarter. Michigan up 7-3, and Ohio State facing a big 3rd down here on 3rd and 3 from the Michigan 35-yard line. Let's see. Samuel says, am I going to be live tomorrow night and Monday night? So, yes, Sunday night football and Monday night football. JB will also be live for that. So, remaining streams that JB has set up later today for a second time will be Texas versus Texas A&M. Oh, there you go, Will Howard. Oh, man, Will Howard. Oh, man, you didn't get there. Is he hurt? Is he? I hope he's not hurt. I hope he's okay. Oh, man, Will Howard. Picked up 2 yards there on the play. Again, he kept himself there, which was the right move because Judkins did not have anything there. But the collision there, as you can see, when the defender hit his head like that, straight shoulder pad to the helmet there, shoulder pad to the helmet there. So that's what did it. Picked up 2 yards on the play. All right, let's see. Braden says offsetting penalties. Mike says Judkins average speed but touted high. Let's see. Braden says, oh, what a hit. He says Howard down. Mike says ouch. Braden says that's clean to hit him with the shoulder. And let's see. Samuel says good, okay. There it is. There it is. I see that South Carolina and Clemson, they're tied 7-7. I know that old man is always saying he wants Will Howard gone, but I really, really, really hope that Will Howard is not gone. I hope that he's going to be able to continue. Samuel says the next live stream start time will be 7:30 Eastern time. 7:30 Eastern time, again, Texas versus Texas A&M. And today is the final day in November, guys. We're about to flip to the final month of the year, December. How's everybody feeling about their fantasy football teams, by the way? Everybody should be eyeing a playoff spot unless your team just completely had a horrible year in fantasy. But yeah, everybody should be gunning for a playoff spot. Let's see. Samuel says, good, okay, thanks. Bet. Bet. All right, so here we go, 4th and 1. Gonna give it to Judkins, and Judkins gets to the sideline there. Keep your balance. Oh, why couldn't you stay in bounds, son? Why? But excellent call there. Excellent call. Excellent call. It worked. That's the best part about it. It worked. Because that time you see Brown in there, and man, look at the way they were lined up there, bunched in. But excellent job there by Judkins. If you just could have stayed in bounds. Braden says, nice run. Samuel says, tomorrow's the 1st of December. Braden says, Judkins fired up. Oh boy. So we've got here in the second quarter with 9 minutes and 24 seconds to go. Timeout called there by Michigan. Let's see. Braden says, we can get a snow game tomorrow night in Buffalo. And so, yes, I've kept that in mind as well. I've kept that in mind as well. But yeah, so in one of JB's fantasy leagues, as long as I win this week, I'll be the #1 team in that league. And so that's big time because that means I'll get the first round off, and our playoffs start next week. And so since Lamar Jackson and company, they're going to be in a bye week, JB had to get that first round off. So far off to a great start. Great start this week. I should definitely, like, the odds have me at like 81% to win my matchup. So it's been a great start so far for my fantasy team this week. So if we can just finish strong there, I'll get next week off and move on to the second round in that playoff. Now, in my own league, I need to find a way to beat Black Medicine's team this week as I play his team this week and another team in my division. And next, it'd be nice to finish out strong, but I at least got to win. I feel like one of the two, and I'll be in there because my team has scored a lot of points this season. We've just had tough matchups. Let's see. Samuel says, soon Christmas Eve tonight. And you say Santa's coming. He's coming a little early, ain't he? Give us some time to put our Christmas trees up. Let's see. Braden says, in one of my leagues, you're second, but playing the third and first teams to end the season. Oh, man, brutal way to end it, Braden. But hey, if you can win it, that should elevate you to first, right? And then in Rising Rhinos League, my team, we're just trying to stay alive week by week. Isaiah Pacheco getting injured was one of the worst things that could happen. That plus Devontae Smith completely becoming irrelevant. But my team now is functioning decent, but it may be too little too late. All I can do is just win and hope that we get lucky to get in because there's not a lot of playoff spots, despite the fact that there's a lot of teams. There's not a lot of playoff spots. I think there's like 16 teams, but only like the top 6, I think, getting to the playoffs. So, yeah, not a lot of teams, or maybe the top 8. Oh man, Braden says beat Choka medicine. Oh man, Braden, he'd be heartbroken to hear that. Heartbroken to hear that. All right, okay. Do my eyes deceive me? Looks like Will Howard coming back to the field here for Ohio State. I, for one, am happy because Brown, he may share my last name, but the problem is he also shares my throwing ability. So yeah, this is good news for us. All right, so 1st and 10. How about we get a little touchdown to Jeremiah Smith? I remember in the Zoe does not acknowledge the greatness of Jeremiah Smith. So how about getting a touchdown to Jeremiah Smith? No, instead they decide to run the ball. Gonna lose a yard here. I could have told you that wasn't gonna work. I could have told you that wasn't gonna work. Come on now. They just called a timeout. You should have hit him through the air there on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. You should have hit him through the air on 1st down. Let's see. Samuel says soon Christmas Eve tonight coming. You say Tuesday, 24th of December. And Braden says Howard back. That's good news. 2nd and 11 here for the Buckeyes. Howard fakes the toss. Howard looking. There's a flag on the play. Howard's for the run. And Howard picks up 5 yards there on the play. but there is a penalty. Let's see. Oh, offsides against me. Then why didn't we throw the ball? We should have threw the ball and gave our guy a chance if we had a free offside play. All right, well, let's see. 2nd and 6 here. Now, please take JB's advice and throw this ball on 2nd and 6. Don't run it, because if you run it, we're not going to get it right now. You've got to throw it. They are being aggressive towards the run. Anybody can see that. Put the receiver in motion, gives it to him, and gonna lose a yard. Gonna lose a yard here. I called it. I called it. Like, bro, listen to me. Now we're in a 3rd and 7 situation here. We got to get a touchdown. We got to get a touchdown. We've got to get a touchdown. 3rd and 7. All right, so shotgun formation here at the 20-yard line. Michigan sends 4. Howard throws. Incomplete. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. Bring out the field goal unit again. So having to settle for another field goal. All right, this will be a 38-yard field goal attempt. Kick is on the way. And he missed it. He missed it. Y'all got to be kidding. You got to be kidding, JB. He missed it. Ryan Day, I'll say it again in case you didn't hear me the first time. We have got to come out aggressive. Like, this is just a shame. We're not taking enough deep shots here. We're trying to run it too much when you see that it's not working. You see that it's not working. Then you put us in a situation on 3rd and long to where Will Howard's best at getting a 5-yard completion, 6-yard completion. So he's going to need multiple times to get that first unless we hit something deep beyond 20. But, man, come on, man. Come on. Come on. Like, I get it. You want to run the ball, but you're trying to run it too much. Understand your opponent. Understand your opponent. I've seen enough of Will to where I believe if we just come out and really try to air this one, he's been solid this year. We can do this. Force them to get out of that run defense, and then you can go ahead and run it a little bit more. But, man, this is just some bad play calling here. But in spite of everything, JB is still believing in his squad. I knew it wasn't going to be pretty, but I just hope that the offense is going to be able to put up a little bit more points than this. But let's see what's going on here around the league now. So Vandy is still beating Tennessee 17-7, I see, 2nd quarter. Army's beating UTSA 10-7. Let's see. Louisville's beating Kentucky 20-0. Let's see. Texas Tech is beating West Virginia 20-3. They're in the 2nd quarter. Baylor's up 21-10 versus Kansas. The Fighting Illini, they have the lead there against Northwestern 14-10. Let's see. South Carolina versus Clemson, they are 7-7. I just need a defense to just go out there and keep doing what you're doing. If you're the defense, keep doing what you're doing. The offense will figure this out. Unfortunately, we're a team that it takes forever sometimes to get things figured out, but we will figure it out. So defense, just keep holding them. And I guess we all understand why JB was very hesitant to say anything about a blowout, because I know my team, it wasn't ever going to be a blowout. At least if it became one, it would be super late because we probably tried to run up the score for an extra points or something. All right, from their own 20-yard line, feeds it here to the running back, and he gains 2 yards. Honestly, he should have never got those 2 yards there. We have got to be better at every aspect of the game. We have got to be better. Let's see. Lefty says it's early, and so it is early. It is, but we got about 7 minutes left till halftime. 7 minutes left till halftime. This is exactly the way that Michigan preferred the game to go. But as you said, it is early, and I do believe that come, early fourth quarter, mid fourth quarter, we'll figure it out. All right, receiver goes in motion, feeds it here to the back, and he's going to pick up 2 yards there. So third down coming up, 3rd and 5. 6 minutes and 28 seconds left to go here before halftime. Michigan up 7-3. And shout out to Lefty there, member for a month. That's what's up. That's what's up. And you say it's early, Michigan will fold like a cheap suit. Well, I'm looking forward to that, Lefty. I'm looking forward to that. Here we go, 3rd and 5. I need my defense to come up big here so we can get good field position. Let's go. Looking, throws it, incomplete. Off his receiver hands there. Excellent job there by the Buckeyes defense. Let's go. I'm still waiting on this team to become the team that I know that they can be. If we all can put it together here, this would be the perfect time. It only gets harder from here. Yeah, straight through Morris's hands there, incomplete. So Michigan will have to punt the ball. Punts on the way. Will we get a return here? It's backing up. So no return, which is going to give, no return, which is going to put us in terrible field positioning. Are you serious right now? Once again, our backs against the wall here. I was really hoping we would have got good field positioning. Who is this punter, by the way? Who is he? And Xander says, let's go blue. What's good with you, Xander? What's good with you? How are you today? Braden says, what a punt. All right, so Buckeyes offense here. Let us try not running an out route right now because inside the 20, that is not the area to have Howard throwing the ball. I've seen enough of it to know when he's this far back, don't do it. All right, so 1st and 10, shotgun formation from their own 7-yard line. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Feeds it to the back. And the back's going to pick up 2 yards on the play. The back is Travion Henderson on the carry. And again, Michigan's done a superb job at stopping both running backs with the exception on that 1 4th down play in which Judkins picked up a big gain. Outside of that, they've done a tremendous job stopping the run. Let's see. Xander says, good. That's what's up. I take it you're a Golden State fan as well there by the profile, unless JB eyes is deceiving him. All right, 2nd and 8. Howard throws it. Incomplete. He got hit while he threw it there. Incomplete. 3rd down coming up. Mike says, not a barn burner, JB. And so, yeah, I sort of had a feeling that it wouldn't be. Sort of had a feeling that it wouldn't be. Again, in a matchup like this, you got to take records out the window and just understand the dynamics of it. And so, but we got to come up. This is a big third down here. We've got to find a way to get a first down and keep this chains moving. But on 3rd and 8, shotgun formation here. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? That's what you called on 3rd and 8. You decided that you want to run the ball. This obsession with having to run the ball has got to stop. It has got to stop. Like literally, we just said, all right, we're okay with punting the ball here. Wow. Wow. That is just. Braden says stuffed. And so Laney's in the building. What's good with you, Laney? How are you doing? How are you? Laney, this morning right now has been pretty trying for us, hasn't it been? Hasn't it been? So after that, why couldn't we get a great punt? Why couldn't we get a great punt? So now they already start off here deep into Ohio State territory. I'm just shocked that you wouldn't even try on 3rd and 8 to find a way to get a first down here. You just opt to just run the ball, in which against this team, that's the same thing as saying we want to punt the ball. That's just terrible. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Let's see. Xander says, oh my gosh, he said go blue. Lefty says he's becoming emotionally involved. That's why you shouldn't stream your own team's games. Hey, that's when you get the most passion out of JB there. But now JB keeps it somewhat level. Now, if this continues until the 4th, that'll change. Donovan Everett picked up 3 yards there on the play. 2nd and 7 coming up here in the 2nd quarter with 3 minutes and 55 seconds to go. At this point, we might even see Zoe come through today at this point. Let's see. Mike says, Andrew Luck, GM. I saw that returning back there to Stafford. I didn't even know the college teams had GMs like that. So that's what's up. All right, 2nd and 7. Tight end goes in motion. Going to feed it here to Edwards. And Edwards going to lose a yard on the play. So you got a 2nd and you got 3rd and 8 coming up now after you lost a yard there on the play. So Buckeyes defense, we have to depend on you even more. This right here seems like it's your game to come out here and just continuously give us opportunities. At some point, we'll figure it out on offense. Let's see. Mike says UB is 8-4. Let's see. Xander says bring back blue offense. You say let's go blue. And a run play and yep, going nowhere. Nowhere. So 4th down coming up. 4th and 8 here in the 2nd quarter with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. I was about to say, has the thought even crossed Brian Day's mind to call a timeout right now? Like, has that thought even crossed his mind? Save some time here before halftime? Again, with 2 minutes and 32 seconds to go. Here in the 2nd quarter, Michigan up 7-3. About to say, do they have a kicker with legs that can make this? And so then he says, damn it. And so, oh man, you say my bad. And so it's all good. All right. So 4th and 7. Looks like they're going to try a field goal here. Okay. Okay. So tell me this, Xander, is that guy good to where he can make it that deep, or is this just a prayer right now? Meanwhile, who's the guy on the sideline that's being attended to by the medical staff? Is that Donovan Edwards? Someone's being looked at by the medical staff there, but all I can see is the staff members around them. I believe that's Donovan Edwards. It is Donovan Edwards. All right, so he got up. That's good. That's good. That's a good sign there. Never want to see an injury happen. So that's a good sign. Let's see. Braden says Edwards down. Let's see. Xander says, yeah. And he says, come on, kicker. All right. This is a 54-yard field goal attempt. Kick on the way. And the kick, it is good. So he nailed that one there. He did nail it. He did nail it. Braden says, nail it. And Xander says he has a catapult of a leg. And so I see. I see. And so that's Dominique. Is it said like Zavada? Dominique Zavada with the 54-yard field goal to give Michigan a 7-point lead here, with the score being 10-3 here in the second quarter with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. All right, so the problem, it is simple. Offense is not offensing now. They have to put more faith in the pass game and do more work early, because these, when you're sticking too much to your tendencies and everybody knows that you're out here trying to run the ball, it's like they're going to stuff it. So you've got to have more confidence in that pass game. All right, let's see. Lefty says never. I mean, NFC North fans all agreed last year that Aaron Rodgers torn Achilles on Monday Night Football last year was pretty funny. Oh, we're talking about the injury there. And so, oh, man, you say even Packer fans. Oh, man. All right, kick on the way. No return there by Ohio State. So with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go, you've got the 2-minute mark. You've got 3 timeouts to work with here, but offense needs to come out and let's focus on throwing this ball here. I know you want to run the ball here. Clearly, time's not going to allow for that, but we've got to put some more faith there and really take some deep shots there with Jeremiah Smith. Let's see. You say he's just saving that kick in JB. As Braden says, I'm sounding like RC now. Let's see. Xander says this is domination, Michigan. All right, let's see. 1st and 10. Shotgun here from their own 25-yard line. 4 receivers on the play. Howard looking. Howard. Just Howard. What? Howard, what are you doing? I mean, he threw that ball as if he was throwing a lob up there for a dunk or something like that to the wrong guy. Like, bruh, what are you doing? Like, yeah, like you got to read the field better. When he starts seeing that pressure there, it's like he's doing eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and just deciding on the target and throwing it. All right, 2nd and 10. From their own 25-yard line. Howard throws it, gets the completion, picked up 6 yards. It's like I said, like he prefers to get 5 yards, 6 yards, 7 yards. But it's between 8 and like 15 yards that he struggles, between the 8 and 15-yard range when it comes to throwing that. Now, if it's a deep ball and he guessed correctly, he'll get it. But the offense just got to figure it out. Offense got to figure it out. We gifted 7 points to him thanks to Will Howard. We just got to figure it out. But we are at the 2-minute mark. Braden said almost picked. Lefty said this game is going pretty fast for a college game on Fox. Let's see. Samuel says in 25 days until Christmas Eve. And Braden says Tennessee and Vandy tied at 17. So they tied it, huh? Okay, so they tied it. Good there for Tennessee fans. Okay. So we got 3rd and 4. We'll see what they draw up here on 3rd down. Offensive line has to give him time, because if he feels he doesn't have time, he's going to throw it too quick before and not even be able to read the defense. I feel like he's locking in on guys, and that's not going to work. That is not going to work. And again, still here at the commercial here. And since we're at the commercial, perfect time to look through some of the other games that are taking place now, in which I see Baylor's beating Kansas 21-10 right now. Texas Tech is up on West Virginia 26-3. Both, let's see, that game is almost at halftime. Wake Forest is beating Duke 10-3. They're at halftime. Illinois is beating Northwestern 14-10. They're at halftime there. South Carolina Clemson 7-7. They're at halftime as well. I bet that's a physical game also in that one. But a big third down for the Buckeyes from their own 31-yard line here. I'm like, wait a minute. We're at the point here where we're getting Will Levis commercials. That's insane. All right, so getting ready to come back here from the commercial here and continue this one, in which so far today, passing wise, we'll start with Ohio State. Will Howard currently 7 of 12 for 67 yards passing, 1 interception. Leading rusher for the Buckeyes is Judkins. He's got 6 carries for 25 yards here. Leading receiver is Carnell Tate. He's got 2 catches for 36 yards. But here we go. Got to have this third down. Got to have this third down. All right, so on 3rd and 4, receiver goes in motion. Shotgun formation here. Gets the snap. Howard looking. Howard throws over the middle and gets the completion there. And that's going to be a first down. Picked up about 18 yards there on the play. Takes it to the Ohio State 49-yard line with 1 minute and 53 seconds to go. Now they're going to hurry up. And, oh, man. Bad snap to begin with. Terrible throw. That whole play was just bad. Whole play was just bad. Just terrible. So now we got 2nd and 10. And that's, the snap was terrible to begin with. Just bad. But it's 2nd and 10 now. 1 minute 44 before halftime. And yeah, this first half is really fly by, guys. It is really fly by. All right, so we go 2nd and 10. Shotgun here. Gets the snap, looking, throws it. And that's going to be completed there to, I believe that was Smith on the play. Picked up about 9 yards on the play. Okay. Let's see. Braden says, got him. Got him. Meanwhile, Howard throws it and gets the completion there to Tate. That's going to be a first down. Picked up about 5 yards there. Okay. 1 minute 18 here in a second. Howard looking. Howard throws it. Gets another completion here. All right. So Howard's starting to gain some confidence here. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so Samuel said he's going to go get him some Mickey D's now, and that he'll be back. Appreciate the heads up there, Samuel. All right, and Ohio State going to go ahead and run the ball. We just couldn't resist the urge to run the ball. Just couldn't resist that urge. Picks up 2 yards on the play. All right, 2nd and 8, 45 seconds here, 44 seconds. Looking. Throws it. And that's going to be a flag. We've seen that before earlier in the game. Rather than give up the touchdown, they'll just grab the receiver, drag him down. And it worked the first time from preventing a touchdown. We cannot let them continue to do that. All right, so that's going to go ahead and make it a first down here, 1st and goal from the Michigan 10 with 35 seconds remaining here before the half. We got all 3 timeouts here, so time is not an issue. All right, so the ball right now currently at the 10-yard line. Xander says, what yard line is he on? And so, yeah, that's going to be the 10-yard line. At the 10-yard line. All right, so here we go. First and goal, shotgun formation here. Howard looking. Howard throws it wide open, all by himself into the end zone. Jeremiah Smith with the touchdown. Let's go. Let's go. It's about time. It's about time. Braden says PI, pass interference. Braden says touchdown to Smith. There it goes. We still got 30 seconds here before halftime, but this extra point will tie it all up at 10. But that's an excellent sign to see us reach the end zone and to gain some confidence here passing. And that's all we really need to do. Pass the ball and do a little up tempo, a little up tempo. Let's see. Xander says, no. You say you left us too much time. We will see. We will see. I doubt 30 seconds is enough time to run the ball. So you guys have to throw the ball. So we'll see how that plays out. We will see. But again, you did mention 30 seconds here before halftime. Let's see if Michigan can make it count. All right, so getting ready for the kickoff here. That got the crowd into it. Let's see. You said we're going to live it up to young fella. Give me that. And so, okay, let's see. Let us see. Oh, man, meanwhile, we've got the ball rolling and everything. So we're going to have somebody hold this ball down. It is that windy. Oh, man, I thought the ref's pants was about to come off there, man. It looked like the rim was about to yank it off. That's insane. That explains why we missed that field goal earlier, I guess. All right, so now getting ready to attempt the kickoff here for Ohio State. Michigan with 30 seconds and 2 timeouts to work with. And the kick there, they pick it up and tripped up at about the 28-yard line. And that's where Michigan will have the football here with 25 seconds left to go and 2 timeouts before halftime. And Xander says, let's go blue offense. All right, so let's see how this one plays out here before halftime. All right, so shotgun here, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back, 25 seconds to work with. Receiver goes in motion. They're going to feed it here to the back, and he's going to pick up about 6 yards there on the carry. So it seems that they are content with going to halftime. And again, Ohio State will get the football first in the second half. So all tied up 10-10 here at the half. Xander says at least get in field goal range. All right, so we're here at halftime. Here at the half. And just to recap, statistically, our leaders for so far in this first half. So we'll start with Michigan. So Warren is 6 of 8 for 31 yards passing. You've got Mullings. He's got 13 carries, 42 yards, and a touchdown. Tyler Morris is the leading receiver. He's got 14 yards receiving. Meanwhile, for Ohio State, Will Howard, 12 of 18 for 119 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Leading rusher is Judkins in this one. He's got 6 carries, 25 yards. And leading receiver is Tate, who's got 5 catches for 45 yards. Sanders says, dang it. Kenneth says, what's good with you, Kenneth? He says, hey, Mr. JB, how you doing today? JB is doing all right. Doing all right, doing all right. We'll see how that second half goes. That'll determine a lot how JB's doing. But you say you're doing good today. And how was my Thanksgiving night? Hey, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. JB feasted for sure. For sure. And how about the game last night you say for the Bulldogs and Georgia Tech? Man, I was watching that game there. I was thinking Tech's gonna pull it off. Tech's gonna pull it off. But then every time they had a chance, they just were unable to make the play there. And UGA, despite being down 17-0 at one point in time, they came back to win. It seems every time they're down big to Georgia Tech at halftime, they come back and win, historically speaking. So, but man, what a game. 8 overtimes? Insane. Insane. I wouldn't want that kind of pressure with my team to be in an 8 overtime type of game. That's a lot of pressure. All right, but again, we are here at the half. And just a reminder that JB will be going live later today again, and it's going to be for the Texas versus Texas A&M game, which is at 7:30 Eastern time. So if you have some time, feel free to come through for that one as well. Again, Texas versus Texas A&M at 7:30 Eastern time. That is the next stream. As for tomorrow, we'll be streaming Sunday Night Football, 49ers versus the Buffalo Bills, tomorrow at 8:20 p.m. Eastern time. And then Monday, I'll be streaming Monday Night Football as well there, the Cleveland Browns versus the Denver Broncos. That'll be around 8:15 p.m. Eastern time. So I've got you covered Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, and once again later today, Texas versus Texas A&M. Xander says that's going to be a banger. Who do you got winning that one? Who do you got winning that one? All right, but again, we are currently right now here at the commercial. But this is the perfect time to reflect upon the college football season because obviously rivalry week here. Once we get past here, oh man, everything else is basically going to be college football playoff related, conference games, bowl games, all of that stuff. But tell me, what's been your biggest disappointment this year for college football, and what's been the best surprise this year for college football? Let me know in the chat, anybody who wants to participate in this, but let me know your biggest disappointment for college football this year and also the thing that you're most happy about this college football season, the best, I guess you could say, surprise of this college football season. And let's see, Xander says Texas Longhorns. Okay, bet. And so absolutely. I do want to see Texas do good, though. I do want to see Texas do good, moving forward the rest of the way. Obviously not better than my team, Ohio State, but still do good. But again, best surprise about the college football season and biggest disappointment about the college football season as well. I would say one of the best surprises was just seeing Indiana this year, like seeing Indiana, because like when was the last time we could see an Indiana team even be ranked? Even if they didn't, even if they played all the people that they played, they've been playing these people for years and they ain't never been ranked. But for them to be ranked there, that was a good story, I feel like, in college football to see them, actually ranked. But in terms of disappointments this season, I've got to think about the disappointment one. I've got to think about that. I mean, for me personally, I could say the fact that Will Howard's ignorance in that game against Oregon, where he just let the clock just run out. But aside from that, I got to think about that. Let's see. Mike says this news conference and playoffs make college so much more interesting. So Mike loves the new conferences and also the playoff format now. Okay, that's what's up. And Kenneth says, Chloe said, hey to y'all all. And so tell Chloe we say what's good. What's good. And let's see, Xander says disappointment. You say equals Michigan losing to Illinois. And so that was the most difficult loss there this year. And so, oh man, Xander. Oh man. Well, tell me this, Xander. I hear you guys got that 5-star recruit coming in, Underwood. And so how excited are you about having that quarterback choose to play for Michigan, stay home, play for Michigan? How excited does that make you as a Michigan fan? Because that was big time. That was big time to get him to decommit from LSU, which I can't blame him. LSU seems to be a mess right now. Brian Kelly, if he's not yelling at the player, a player's yelling at him. So I can't blame him. I can't blame him. Let's see. Mike says if college football worked to promote the players' NFL prospects rank, that would be great. Are the players' NFL prospect ranks? That would be interesting. Yeah, that would be. And let's see. Xander says really excited. He says it's going to be Michigan Nation again. And so, well, you guys definitely did need a quarterback. Like to help you reach your goals there, quarterback would have definitely been big for sure. For sure. But yeah, that'll be real exciting. That'll be real exciting. Let's see. Mike says still too many mismatches. That is a thing though. That is a thing though. It's really tough there. But how do we change that? How do we change that? Because first of all, like the everybody likes those games where it's a for sure win. The football season is a long season and stuff, so everybody will schedule their Bethune Cookmans and stuff, their Akrons, all of those schools there. But how can we get to the point where we just have teams throughout the entire schedule, no cupcake games? You are going to be playing against another Power Five opponent. How can we get to that point and make the schedules a little bit more even so that way we can truly evaluate a lot better? I say that's tough. That's tough. Because I've seen sometimes where you can beat somebody head to head, and then the committee will still determine, like, you know what, we still like that team better than we like your team. And so I've seen that happen to Tennessee a couple of years ago, back when remember when they had Hendon Hooker and he had got injured. And so Tennessee, despite having the same record as Alabama, they had moved Alabama above them by one game. I mean, by one spot above them that year. So the committee has shown that even if you beat somebody head to head, it may end up not even mattering if they determine that it's just, it is what it is. Kenneth says, do we see any upsets today in rivalry week? And so I tell you what, though, there's going to be some upsets. There's going to be some upsets for sure. I thought we were going to get one yesterday in Georgia Tech and Georgia. I thought we were going to get one yesterday. But, man, there's a lot of games that I feel like potentially could take that route. Alabama and Auburn, don't be shocked if Auburn comes up and pull off an upset. Do not be shocked by that whatsoever. Syracuse, don't be surprised if Syracuse beats Miami. That's a potential one as well. Just saying that it's the potential to happen. There's a lot of potential when it comes to rivalry week. Because when it comes to rivalry week, you throw records out the door. You throw records out the door. These two teams, they've been fighting against each other. There's some familiarity. They don't like each other. You're going to get the best of each team. And that's what we love about college football. Upsets happen. Leslie Xander says we've been having quarterback problems all year. And so, I know. I know. Because you guys have made how many quarterback switches throughout the season? Has it been 3 or 4? I feel like at least 3 quarterback changes I've seen Michigan do. Let's see. Mike says need to give garbage teams number 1 prospects. And so, the thing is, the prospects got to choose them. It's up to the college kids. It's not like the NFL where you can just force, if there was an expansion team, force certain players there or trade their contracts and force them to go. So that's just, it is what it is at this point. You said prospect distribution to be eligible for scholarships. All right, so you say 3 times, Xander? Oh man, that had to be a lot. That had to be a lot. And you say Alex Orgy is doo-doo water? Oh man. Oh man, he was that bad. I know that he was purely a runner, though. I know he was purely a runner. Purely a runner. But man, feels like Warren's doing better than the first time I saw him earlier in the year. Or at least he's playing with a little bit more confidence, I guess. Or maybe they've got more confidence in him. All right, and again, we're still waiting for the second half. And let's not forget Ohio State gets the football here first in the second half. Tell me this, Xander. Are you just from like the Michigan area? Or if not, how did you choose Michigan as your favorite team? Again, I assume that they're, your favorite team there. Oh, wow. What a play there by Tennessee. What a play. You said you lost Blake Corum and also JJ McCarthy to the NFL. And so, yep, yep, yep. It's amazing how you see some teams just go out there like a Georgia and for years Bama and just repeatedly replace the talent year in and year out. But yeah, they were there for a good minute though. They were there for a good minute. You know what? I'll say this though. Blake Corum, he's got to be like probably the second. I don't know how else to say this, but in terms of like Michigan players that I've seen, he's got to be like the second favorite Michigan player that I have seen in terms of just liking the guy as an individual and all like that. Because I remember last year, I believe it was last year for Thanksgiving, he was out there, giving food in the community and stuff like that, dishing out turkeys and stuff. Literally was out there himself distributing it and using his own NIL money to do it. So I've seen him do some good stuff for the community. And a guy like that, you just can't hate a guy like that. So like him, just like back in the day, Mike Hart was fun to go against Michael Hart back in the day when he was at Michigan, and we had like Troy Smith and them during that time period. Oh man, did JB just freeze? Okay, looks like I'm unfrozen now, so not sure what happened there. But tell me, how did you feel about JJ McCarthy? Some people say he was a handoff guy that can, bootleg and stuff like that. Others say that he was a star. How did you feel about JJ McCarthy personally? All right, let's see. Xander says you're not from Michigan, but when you watched your first Michigan game against East Carolina and you're not a bandwagon there, you just fell in love with them. And so, hey, I understand that. I understand that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. See, JB became an Ohio State fan because I was from the Miami, Florida area. And so, my father being a Hurricane fan, this goes back to the year that the Buckeyes beat Miami in the national championship there. And so, been a Buckeye fan since then purely by the fact that they beat the Hurricanes. It just so happened to be a championship game there. But when I was young, that didn't too much matter to me. It was just the fact that they beat Miami. So that's when I became a Buckeye fan there. So that's how I chose Ohio State. And let's see. Mike says Illinois is running away. Let's see. Mike says Northwestern. Okay, running away with Northwestern now. Oh man, what's good? What's good? What's good? Let's see. My old says, what's good, JB in chat? You say, if we lose this game, Day needs to be shot out to space. Chat, I told y'all as soon as old man came in, he was going to take a shot at Ryan Day. I told y'all that was going to happen. But hey, I caution everybody. I said it on our talk show Wednesday. I said expect early on. It's going to be closer than some people think it's going to be. It won't be until maybe early fourth ish that we start to do like to where it's like, okay, you start to see like we're going to win, like early fourth, middle fourth. But I expected that it was going to be something like this. From what I've seen, from this team, the resilience, how they played Indiana tough. They played some teams tough, especially as of late. They've been playing better than they did at the beginning of the season. So I knew that this was going to be a tough one, but we did gift them basically 7 points for sure. Mike says, what team was Blake? Blake was on Michigan. He was one of the running backs. He was the running back. I know that we see Edwards on the cover of NCAA, but it was really Blake Corum. But, you know, Edwards had his moment too. He had his moments too last year. Let's see. Mike says, Odin the Heezy for Sheezy. Let's see. Oh, says, JB, you did, but man, Day is getting out, coach. He better bring his A game or we lose this. And so typically, third quarter, he'll start to get it together. He starts to figure it out in the third quarter this year specifically compared to previous years. All right, let's see. Xander says JJ McCarthy is a star in your opinion, but he had a good pair of legs, but he also had a rocket of an arm. And so, okay, okay, okay. Okay, well, JB hasn't seen enough of him at the college level, I guess, to make that. But what I did notice, I feel like his junior year, you guys let him air it out more in the big games. But his senior year specifically, I would notice when you played Penn State, when you played Ohio State, and when you played any team that was ranked really high last year, they sort of dialed it back from him in terms of like junior year, he was able to air it out, throw it deep, use that arm. But last year, it was like we're just going to double down on running the ball and try not to force him to have to make too many passes. That's just what it felt like. What it felt like when I watched him in some of the bigger games. And I felt like against some of the lesser competitions, they would let him air it out decently, but tougher competitions, they would just want to run the ball. Maybe it's because you have so many running backs. That could be it. That could be it. Mike says Tennessee tied Vandy. Bet. Oh, it says Mike got to be watching AVP as offensive coordinator for the Pats and Day as head coach for the Buckeyes. He said, by the way, don't get going on the Lakers. Yeah, let's leave them out of this. Let's leave them out of this. Mike says tied at 7 in Clemson. Oh man, that game right there really has to be a hard hitting game because when I think of both teams, I think physicality, especially South Carolina's defense versus Clemson's offense with their running back, but then vice versa, Clemson defense versus South Carolina. Xander says true, but I mean you beat Alabama, and so that is true. That is true. You can't question results there. You can't question results there at all. But I just meant in terms of purely looking at JJ McCarthy specifically and stuff like that. But hey, he's in a good place with Minnesota. So when you're throwing the ball to Justin Jefferson next season, it's going to make it a lot easier. Him, Jordan Addison, a lot easier. Laney says, what is the score? The score is tied up 10-10 for Michigan versus Ohio State as we get ready for the second half to get started here shortly. Ohio State will get the football here first. And Mike says, we root Jacksonville State here. And so who's Jacksonville State playing again? All right, time for the second half here. Laney said, been watching the Tennessee game, and so I know that it's been quite the game for you guys and quite the game for us here. All right, so we'll see. Let's get this one going. That second half, let's get it going. All right, so Western Kentucky, bet. All right, so getting ready for the kickoff here. And Mike says we root Raging Cajun, the good old Raging Cajun. All right, let's get it started here in the third quarter here. I need to see us come out here on this opening drive, and I need to see the Buckeyes come away with some points here. We cannot come out here no wishy-washy. Let's get some points. All right, from the 1 yard line. Oh, what in the world are we doing? He's playing with the football like he's dribbling a basketball. What are we doing? That is not the way. And once again, we're in bad field position once again. Are we? Is somebody being held hostage to force us to do this? From the 6 yard line, that is not what we need. Samuel says he's back. Welcome back. Mike says Syracuse versus Miami is going to be a banger. Oh, you know it. If you like passing yards, look no further than that. Look no further than that. All right, here we go. Third quarter, 1st and 10. It's going to put us in the same situation all over again. All right. Feeds it to the back. Judkins going to pick up a yard because, of course, we'll continue with the same thing that didn't work in the first half. 2nd and 8. We can call it 2 yards. Let's see. Mike says Liberty, big loss. And he says touchdown Clemson. Really? Oh, wow. Okay. These ACC teams are giving it to the SEC, I see. All right. 2nd and 8. Another running play and another stuffed run. Picks up a yard. We basically wasted 2 downs there because we're playing too scared. Come out, be aggressive. All right, so they call that 2 yards there, 3 yards. All right, so 3rd and 5. If we run the ball here again. All right, so 3rd and 5. Come on, baby. Let's get this first down. Gets the snap. Howard has time. Gets the completion for the first down. Let's go. 9 yards on the play. 1st and 10. Give us some space to work with here from our own 19-yard line. Let's go. Mike says Tennessee up 7. All right, let's keep it going. All right, shotgun formation here. From their own 19, tight end goes in motion. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Looking, throws it, gets the completion, and another first down. Takes it all the way to about the 32-yard line there, and that was Carnell Tate. Picks up 13 yards. He's now got 6 catches for 58 yards. Here in the third quarter, on the opening drive of the third quarter. All right, so freshman set of downs to work with here. All right. Again, third quarter, 12 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the third. All tied up 10-10. Buckeyes with the football. Shotgun formation here. Judkins goes in motion. Howard's going to keep it himself here, and Howard's going to pick up 3 yards on the play. So we got a 2nd and 7 coming up. And again, Howard keeping it himself here. He's got 3 carries for 6 yards. Let's see. Mike says Indiana should go 11-1 later. Absolutely. They're playing against Purdue, and Purdue looks more like Purdue so far this season. So that should be an easy one for them. All right, 2nd and 7 here for the Buckeyes. Tight end goes in motion. Looking through. Ball deflected. Okay, ball deflected at the line. 3rd down coming up. Got to get this first down here. Got to get this first down. Can't keep doing this. Got to get a first down. And let's see. Laney says, bye, JB. I'll see you next stream. Yeah, I'll see you next stream, Laney. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for coming through, and good luck to your team. All right, so 3rd and 7 here for the Buckeyes. Michigan looks like they're bringing pressure. They do. Howard throws it short, completed there. And Travion Henderson, he knows what to do. Oh, man, look at that. Look at that. Excellent job there, Travion Henderson. As soon as he caught that ball, I knew this was going to be a big one because Travion Henderson's that dude. You give him the ball in open space, he's that dude. 24 yards there on the play. And good job because Michigan was bringing the heat. Let's see. Mike says Memphis should be ranked. And he says, thumbs it up. He says, press that thumbs up button. Appreciate that there, Mike. Play fake. Howard looking. Howard. Incomplete. Probably should have glanced back at the running back after that fake there. Probably could have got some yards out of that. All right, so 2nd and 10. Again, third quarter, 11:04 to go. Ball at the Michigan 41-yard line. All right, Smith goes in motion. Howard throws it, and that turns that into maybe 2 yards there. But yeah, that was just not a good play. Just not a good play. So we got a 3rd and 7. All right, so 3rd and 7, shotgun formation here. Now, let's see if we can get a first down here on 3rd and 7. Receiver goes in motion here. Looking, throws it. Oh, incomplete. Incomplete that time. Felt the pressure there. Knew he didn't have all day. Slung it in there, but incomplete. A little off his mark. And that's what pressure can do. Heck, if you got to throw the referee, if you got to hit the referee head in the process just to make sure you throw that ball on target, you do what you got to do. All right, so 4th and 7 from the Michigan 38-yard line. No hesitation here from Ryan Day to bring out the punt unit and punt this ball. Well, at least we pinned them deep for a change. So we end up punting the ball there, and we'll see what Michigan does with the football. Again, third quarter, 11 minutes and 4 seconds to go, all tied up 10-10. And when we come back, it will be Michigan's football. All right, so again, just awaiting to return back to the action here. But yeah, 10-10 here, and what can I say? I mean, Will Howard, 16-25, 168 yards, one touchdown, one interception. And what a bad interception it was, because it basically gave Michigan the football at the 2-yard line. That's how Michigan scored their touchdown. Mullins ran it in there for a touchdown. Judkins for Ohio State, leading rusher, 7 carries for 26 yards. And Carnell Tate is the leading receiver for the Buckeyes, 6 catches, 58 yards. As for Michigan, Warren is 6 of 8 for 31 yards passing. Mullins, he's got 13 carries for 42 yards and a touchdown. And Tyler Morris is leading receiver with 14 receiving yards there for Michigan. All right, so let us continue here and see what Michigan has in store here, starting off deep within their own territory. All right, so here in the shotgun, and they give it there to the back, and the back's going to pick up a yard on a carry. Call it 2 yards. 2nd and 8 coming up. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 8. And again, it's such a disadvantage when you start off deep into your own territory. It is so hard. But 2nd and 8, they run it again and pick up a yard or 2 on a carry. 3rd down coming up. All right, so a big 3rd down here. 3rd and 6 for Michigan's 6-yard line. Surely, if we stop them here, we have to start off with better field position. That has been one thing that's just been painful to see, the bad field position that we've had in this game. Let's see. Samuel says, hey, you, Josh, you say Coca-Cola. And so, oh, JB's down with that. For sure, yes. Sanders says, who has the ball right now? Michigan has the ball. It is 3rd and 6. Davis Warren lines up in a shotgun formation from his own 6-yard line. Tight end goes in motion. Gets the snap. On the move. Throws this one incomplete. His target never had a chance there. So Warren throws an incompletion, and Michigan will have to punt the ball from their own 6-yard line. And if I'm Ohio State, I'm bringing that heat to try to block that punt. We need a special teams play to be special. I mean, tight end did the right thing. He got open. It's just his quarterback just couldn't hit him at all. So now, punter's going to punt it from his own territory here. Punt's on the way. Fair catch call. All right, so Ohio State will start off in Michigan territory at their 47-yard line. So now, finally, some good field position to work with here. Just got to string together a couple first downs here, and then let's get into the end zone. I'd love to see on a first down here, just let's really take like a play action, take a deep shot to one of our receivers. But again, we're at the commercial here in the third quarter with 8 minutes and 24 seconds to go. All tied up 10-10. And just a reminder that JB will be back on later today for Texas versus Texas A&M at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And so that'll be another good matchup. All right, so getting ready to come back here and see what Ohio State's offense can do here with their second offensive possession of the second half here. Got to be able to come out here and get some points. Like, it's just that simple. If the offense is as great as I believe that it is, we got to get some points. All right, so here we go. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Judkins is the back in the backfield for Michigan, 47-yard line. Feeds to the back in the back. Oh, look at Judkins here, and Judkins fighting forward all the way to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 17 yards on the play. Okay, so this is what I was starting to wait on. Soon you'll start to see sprinkling a little bit of, bigger running plays here. You keep going at them, and eventually the defense does tire out here, and that's going to play to our advantage. All right, 4 receivers, 1 back from the 30-yard line, and we ran it again. We gotta do a better job at our tendency breakers, because everybody knows after we get a big play on the ground, we're gonna go back to it again. Like, we got to get away from our current tendencies. Messi Samuel says Ohio State win, and so it's still tied up. It's still tied up. Xander says no, third quarter 10-10. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 7 here. Come on, Ohio State. Don't make the mistake of thinking we can just keep running this ball just because you broke a big one. We've got to pass it here. Take one over the top. And he runs it again. All right, picks up about a yard or two. 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 5. Let's see. Braden says stuffed again. Samuel says okay. And again, 6 minutes and 52 seconds to go here in the third quarter, all tied up 10-10. Can the Buckeyes make a big play and get a first down here? So far this game, they are 5 of 11 on third downs. That tells me so much. It tells me that we're not doing anything on first and second down to prevent even getting to third. But that time, got the completion. Excellent job there by Egbuka to cut up and get that first down. That's a pickup of 6 yards there and a first down. Now we are in the red zone at Michigan's 19-yard line, but we've got to finish in the end zone. There's no doubt about it. Let's go. All right, 1st and 10. All right, we've got 2 backs in the backfield. We're definitely about to run this ball. And they do give it to Travion Henderson. And Henderson picks up a good 6 yards before he gets flipped on the play. Let's go. Let's go. Yep, those holes wasn't there in the first half. They were not. But now they're starting to creep in. They're starting to creep in. Let's go. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 4. Shotgun here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Gives it to the back again. Like what? They just won't listen to me about these tendency breakers. This is what I call a wasted play. A wasted play. You had to know that they were thinking one run first. You had to know this. Or at least let Will Howard have kept keeping himself in that situation, at least. But all right, 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. Come on, we got to make a positive play. Throws one. Threw that one right to him. Right to him. Wow. Wow. Xander says for a pick. Mike says, Dear JB, I'm writing to inform you day after dishes stink. Braden says, picked again. He says, wow. And so, oh man, are you serious? Are you serious? William Howard, what are you doing? What are you doing? So, shaking my head, shaking my head. Xander says, picked again. And so, well, at least this time, he didn't gift Michigan into the red zone this time. So they still got to drive it down. But man, that was just horrible, horrible, absolutely horrible. But it's still third quarter, and everything is just like JB said it would be. It won't be until maybe mid fourth quarter, but Buckeyes will do it. They will do it. But now the defense has got to go out there, keep playing strong, get them off the field, get the ball back. I'd love to see a turnover, but they're not really trying to throw the ball. Again, when we come back from the commercial, Michigan will have the football from their own 9-yard line with the score all tied up 10-10 here in the third with 4 minutes and 51 seconds to go. All right, so still time here, but it's time to step up here. It is time to step up. Late third quarter now. Michigan with the football. Shotgun here. Looking to run it again. And he's going to pick up 2 yards there on the play. Again, that was Mullins on the carry. Second down coming up here. They're going to call it a pickup of 3. So second and 7 coming up. With 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And we're all tied up 10-10. And Braden says 14-7 Clemson. So Clemson up 14-7. Okay. All right, here we go. Second and 7. Shotgun here. All right, snaps the ball here. Feeling that pressure and just throws this one in a direction towards the feet to Samaj Morgan, but that's going to be incomplete. So third down coming up here for Michigan from their own 12-yard line. So third down. Let's see. Braden says 24-17. Let's see. Mike says Michigan not going down easy. And so it was never going to be an easy matchup. It was never going to be an easy matchup against this team. All right, third and 7. Shotgun here. Warren looking. Warren throws an interception. Oh my goodness, he threw an interception. How about that? How about that? We're not the only team that does that. How about that? Let's go. Let's go. Samuel says Tennessee Vols win. And so what is the score for that one right now? That's a good question. What is the score for that one? But man, what an interception that was. Let's go. Let us go. But now Tennessee up 24-17, and it looks like they're in the red zone, but they're in the third quarter with plenty of time to go in the third. Let's see. Braden says picked. Caleb Downs, he's that dude. He's that dude. Xander says no, and now he yells no. And Braden, who's ahead of all of us once again, says stuff again. And they run it right into the guy. I get it. They don't want to throw it. I get it. He's thrown 2 interceptions here. The coaching staff, they're afraid, but we've got to do what gives us the best chance. And we just got to have faith, because if we're going to go where we want to go, we're going to need Will Howard to be able to make some of these plays. So we just got to put our faith in him here. So here we go, second and 10. All right, second and 10. Travion Henderson is the running back that's in there with 3 minutes and 22 seconds to go here on second and 10. Shotgun formation, gets the snap. Will Howard on the move. Will Howard looking, throws it, gets the completion there, brings out a tight end after he picks up maybe a yard in the play. Depends on if they give him forward progress there or not. But third down coming up. So third down coming up. That play didn't work. What are we doing? We're doing all of this just to pick up a yard, if that. Come on now. Wow. So we had movement. We just ignored it. That's a Will Howard type of thing there. And we're going to call a draw play. Come on, man. And I know exactly what the coaching staff was thinking. They're thinking, oh, our defense has been shutting them down, so let's go ahead and kick the field goal. Like, what? There we go. Braden says Ohio State's been getting stuff more than most Thanksgiving turkey. Xander says that Davis Warren quit selling. Mike says no spoilers. Braden says this play calling by Ohio State has not been good. Well, first let's focus on making the field goal, because he did miss one earlier today. Wow. He missed another one. That is 2 field goals that we have missed in this one. All because the coaching staff's like, let's just kick the field goal. Let's line it up as if that's automatic here. Wow. Shaking my head. Samuel says you'll see me in the later stream there. And so, all right, so we'll see you there. We'll see you there. Old man says you can't stand Day as far as you can throw him. You say, Will and Day need to go for real. It's like JB said on my rant yesterday. No, not yesterday, Thursday, I think. Yeah, Thursday on my rant. I refuse, no matter how dark it looks, I refuse moving forward to throw my coach and my quarterback under the bus, especially with a 10-1 record and stuff like that. I just feel like as fans, we need to support our team. I get it. It doesn't look good in the offseason. If you want to have that discussion, yes, but I'm still going to support them. We're number 2 in the country. Our goals are still in front of us. So JB will not punt on these guys. I just got to hope that they figure it out. They just got to figure it out. That it is what it is. But JB is not going to do that, because if that's the case, we'll be like that every single year. So JB can't do it. And JB is saying that in the midst of all of this going on. So you know JB means it. Samuel says you're going to go ride downtown Vicksburg, Mississippi. All right, Samuel. You spent a lot of time down there. I feel you. Braden says, missed again. Samuel's out. Xander's loving it. Old man says, are you kidding me? You can't stand this coaching staff? So, oh man, this is terrible. It is terrible, but as terrible as it is, the defense is still playing good. So we need to get the football back. We will figure it out. We'll go from there. But yeah, I mean, Jaden Fielding, I don't know what's going on with your son, but just get your head right. We may need you later on. So just get your head right and be ready. Meanwhile, Tennessee's up 30-17 in the third quarter. Illinois is up 28-20, their late third quarter as well. Clemson up 14-7 over South Carolina there at the end of the third quarter. All right, third quarter with 1:58 to go. Let's see. Braden says, more picks than yards the last 9 plays. That's insane. That is insane. That is insane. All right, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Warren looking. Warren throws this one incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, third quarter, 1:52 left to go. So you still got obviously all the fourth here, the remainder of this quarter here. So for either team that wants it, any team that wants it, who wants it more? Mr. JB says, let's go Michigan. All right, 2nd and 10. All right, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Receiver goes in motion, gets the snap, feeds it to the back, and the back is going to pick up 4 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 6. So you got a 3rd and 6 situation for Michigan's 24-yard line here in the third quarter with 1:35 to go. Xander says, oh my gosh, and let's see. Old man says, JB, you cannot punt on them, but I will do it for the both of us. And so, nah, JB stand pack. I stand pack. I want to support the guys who suit up for us and just help them see it through. It won't always be pretty, but that's what being a fan is all about. Through the good and the bad, if it's pretty, if it's ugly, still got to root them on the same. And I'm not wishing failure on anybody out there for Ohio State. So that does not speak for JB there. Meanwhile, the completion, enough for the 1st down. It looks like a 1st down, at least on first glance. So yeah, 1st down. So let's see. Xander says, quit selling. And then Braden says 31-17 Tennessee. 31-17. Oh man, what is he? We let him do all that and still make the catch. I mean, he literally was dapping up the football in the air, just dapping it up like they got their own creative handshake, and he still caught it. I'm gonna run it here, and that's gonna be a pickup of about 2 or 3 yards there on the play. I was about to say it worked earlier in the game, so I don't know why they're not using Orgy more because he had a like big run earlier, so I don't know why they're not using them. Let's see. Mr. JB says you heard that, old man. Xander says head tap. Brandon says haven't seen a defensive slugfest in this game in a while. Oh, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. But fourth quarter, and we got Rising Rhino in the building. What's good with you? Rising says, what's cooking, JB? Oh, man, glad to have you here. How are you doing? And Rising Rhino showing some love here. And so, oh, man, appreciate that, man. How was your Thanksgiving? How was your Thanksgiving? Yep, hope that you are well. Again, we got Rising Rhino coming through here today, y'all. That's how you know that we in the trenches deep today. But man, it's 10-10 right now at the end of the third quarter. 1 quarter remaining here. Only one team can win. Only one team can win. Braden says Ohio State offense isn't cooking. Well, I'll tell you what, though, Braden. I saw UGA go down 17-0 versus Georgia Tech there at home. They came out okay. 8 overtimes to do it. They're fine. You know, this year has been a struggle. What we were talking about, Oregon like a week ago, struggling with Wisconsin. So that's the fact. Every team has struggled. There's been plenty of games where the offense doesn't look good. So we just got to find a way to win the game. That's what we need to do. Find a way to win the game. That's our job. So it may not be pretty. It's honestly what not JB would have liked to have seen. But at the end of the day, as long as we win, that's all that matters. As the Rising Rhino says, doing good. Thanksgiving was fun and delish. That's what's up. What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish, if you don't mind sharing with us? And yeah, JB feasted out. JB feasted out. JB's a big advocate for mac and cheese and stuff like that. So absolutely, JB feasted out. Braden says true, JB. And so that's the case. That's the case because everybody who's won, they have that ugly loss. You know, remember when Georgia beat Kentucky, I think it was earlier in the year? And so, but it was ugly. It was ugly. This just so happens to be our game that the offense is ugly. So we just got to find a way to win. Our kicker, he'll get another opportunity in this one. He's just got to make it. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. But yeah, we're at the end of the third quarter, and so far, Warren from Michigan is 7 of 13, 38 yards and an interception. Will Howard, 18 of 28 for 174 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. And so, Mike, what's good with you, Mike? What's good with you? You say playoff posers? I hear you, man. I hear you. I hear you. That can be said about every team in the playoffs, quite honestly. There's not one team there that hasn't had a scare. But I hear you. All right. So again, final quarter now. This is where you can't make mistakes. You can't make mistakes here. Oh, wow. First tie going into the fourth quarter, going back to 1999. It's been a minute. All right. So here we go. Again, Michigan facing a 2nd and 8 offensively from about their own 33-yard line. Old man says, all you hear from Mr. JB is that he's cheating at fantasy. Oh man, Mr. JB won't take that too kindly. All right, Michigan making adjustments here. Again, 2nd and 8. Now you're going to do all this just to run the ball, I bet. Yep, I was right. They're going to run the ball and turns that into about a 2-3 yard pickup there. 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 6 from Michigan 35-yard line. Let's see, Mike says true. And you say, suck it, IP Buckeyes. Oh man, well we'll see how this one finishes. We'll see how it finishes. All right, so 3rd and 6 from Michigan from their own 35-yard line. Can they convert on this 3rd down? Today they are 3 of 9. So they're 33% on 3rd downs. We got to apply pressure. They make mistakes when we apply pressure. Throws it, gets the completion, goes down there, but picks up the 1st down. So that's a 1st down. They got the ball from their own 41-yard line. 14 minutes left to go here in the game. So you say, suck it up, Buckeyes there. And so, oh, wait a minute. Show that replay one more time. Where was the ball when his knee hit the ground? But either way, they say 1st down. Multiple tight ends on the play. 1 back, 2 receivers. They snap the ball. Feeds it to the back, and the back is going to pick up a yard on the play. And again, that's Khalil Mullings. He's got 19 carries so far today, 56 yards and a touchdown. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Michigan 42-yard line. Again, all tied up 10-10. It's the 4th quarter with 13 minutes and 15 seconds to go. So on 2nd down, what will they do? All right, shifting the formation here. Multiple backs in the backfield here. 2 receivers, got a tight end. Back goes in motion. Quarterback going to keep it himself here. Quarterback looking, and the quarterback picks up a yard on the play. That's going to make it 3rd and 8. So this is where you got to stop him. If you get him on a 3rd and 8, you have got to stop him. Let's see. Mike says OSU, will it? A W is a W. A W is a W. All right, so 3rd and 8, 3rd down. This is where we got to make a stand right here. It's 3rd and 8. It's not one of those 3rd and 4 situations. It's 3rd and 8. This is where you have to stop them now. All right, out of the shotgun, he's looking, bootlegging, looking, throws it, and that is completed there for a 1st down pickup of about 18 yards on the play. So that time, receiver went low, made the catch. And a big time throw there by the quarterback. And yep, had to check that replay there. He got it. He got it. Let's see. Braden says, wow, Michigan. Xander says, where they at? You're back. And so, well, right now the play is under official review. But if that play stands, you guys will be at the Ohio State 39-yard line. But right now they're going to review the catch. So there's 2 things to look at for this catch. 1, did he secure the catch? But 2, did his feet touch out of bounds while he was trying to make the catch? Because based upon how he was on the field, it's possible that his toe might have touched out of bounds. But we'll see. There has to be a reason that they're reviewing this. And I don't think it's for the catch, because I think the catch was clean. Up, and just like that, they confirm it. So, all right, well, there goes that. But yeah, the catch was clean. I thought maybe they saw something in the back end there. So that's 18 yards there and a 1st down. They're at Ohio State's 39-yard line. And with the kicker that they possess, that may already be in field goal range. Here in the 4th quarter, 11 minutes and 49 seconds to go. But they're not thinking field goal. All right, heavy formation here. Looking to run and get some back at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So 2nd and 10 at the Ohio State 39. Mike says stop them now. All right, 2nd and 10. And this defense, they've been doing pretty good for most of this game, but they have got to continue because right now they're needed. They're needed. They can't fall apart. All right, 2nd and 10. Gets the snap. Steps up. He's going to run, and he's going to pick up about a good 11 or 12 yards on that run there. So that time, Warren caught him by surprise, took off and ran, and there was nobody up the middle on that play. Everybody was in coverage, or at least in the middle, and it was wide open. Wow. Let's see. Mike says fumble. Braden says nice run. Again, Braden living in the future here, dropping spoilers and stuff. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Up is a trick play. They're looking to throw it here. If you just look back for the ball a little bit, the way he threw that ball, you could have probably picked it off because it literally was a soft pass, but instead you run right into the receiver here, right into him. Wow. Wow. So pass interference there. That's going to move the ball to the 14-yard line of Ohio State. And again, he just threw that one up there. You can't run up to him and make contact like that. They're going to call it because you're not even looking at the ball. So, of course, they're going to call that. Let's see. Braden says PI. All right. So, let's see. 1st and 10. This is the last line defense. They run it and picks up 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6 from the Ohio State 9-yard line. And Xander says, come on, Blue. 9:42 to go here in the 4th. All right, defense. We're asking you to step up big. You did earlier in the game. We need that energy again. 2nd and 6. Feeds it to the running back, and he's going to pick up about 4 yards on the play. So now you got a 3rd and 1. 1 yard for the first down, 4 yards to get into the end zone. Current drive, 13 plays, 76 yards, and over 2 minutes to go. I'm sorry, 2 minutes in terms of the current drive in terms of time possession, with 8 minutes and 55 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. And so right now, Buckeyes defense on their heel. Can they find a way to get a stop here on 3rd and 1? If you stop them on 3rd down, they're probably most likely going to go for it on 4th down as well. You have to assume it's going to be a running play. You have to assume that. And they give it to the running back. And so is he short? Is he short? I feel like he might have been just short on that play. Mike says, man up, Ohio State. But looking at that, I mean, it looks like may have been short here. But they say 1st down. Okay. It's under review. It's under review. But the fact that they already call it a 1st down, I don't know if you can find enough evidence to overturn that. They already called it a 1st down. So that's going to be hard to overturn. Xander says, let's go. He's fired up. And with 8:02 to go here in the 4th quarter, all tied up 10-10. Right now, it is 1st and goal from the 3. but they are going to take a look and see if he did indeed get that first down. Still decent amount of time to go here in the fourth. But we need the defense here to come up big. All right, but meanwhile, since we're at the commercial here, and so Baylor laying it on Kansas 45-17 in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes and 21 seconds to go. Let's see, Texas Tech laying it on West Virginia 45-9. Duke and Wake Forest, they're tied up 17-17 late fourth quarter. Louisville's beating Kentucky 34-14. Fourth quarter, under 10 minutes to go. Tennessee up 31-17. They seem to be pulling away a little bit from Vanderbilt in that one. Speaking of pulling away, the Fighting Illini up 38-20 early stages of the fourth quarter in that one. And Clemson still up 14-7 over South Carolina in the fourth with 9 minutes and 18 seconds to go. But again, we're just awaiting to hear back from the officials here once we come back from the commercial. But either way, the defenses needs to be ready to get a stop, maybe a couple stops, depending on his call. All right, so first and goal, 8:02 to go here in the fourth quarter. Again, tied up 10-10. And let's see. Heavy formation here. See if they put 44 in motion here on this play. Yep, they put him in front of the back. Okay, first and goal. Play fake looking. He threw an interception. He threw an interception. Protect that ball, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. In the zone, what's good? Zoe says, hashtag go blue. Let's go. Let's go. Mike says, stop them. Braden says, 33-17 Tennessee. He says, picked. I can't believe he underthrew that ball. It was open. It was open. Like, what? Mike says, yes. Let's go. Now we gotta capitalize off of this now. We can't just come out here looking flat now. We have got to come out here throwing this ball. We got enough space to where we can go out here and really focus on moving this ball. But man, big time play by Jack Sawyer there. Oh man, and he's one of the best of them. Big time play. Let's see, Mike says nice. Wow, I'm just in shock because when I saw that play fake, he did a good job of hiding the ball. And I thought to myself, oh man, based upon how he hid that ball there, somebody's going to be wide open because we're gunning for that run. And so let's see. Braden says, Will Howard throws a pick next. Come on now, Braden. Come on, man. Jealousy is not a good look on you, Braden. Mr. JB says, I can't. You say, you can't believe it. You can't believe it. Well, you better believe it. You better believe it. Both quarterbacks have thrown 2 interceptions in this one. Both quarterbacks have. But man, Michigan was on one heck of a drive, though. But there's still plenty of work to do with 7 minutes and 48 seconds to go. Now is the time where we got to put it together. And I know that they want to come out and be able to run this ball, but they've got to consider also our kickers missed 2 field goals also in this one as well. We got to try to get a touchdown. Xander says he's back. Did they score? Warren threw an interception. Warren threw an interception. I kid you not. So Michigan threw an interception. Ohio State has the football. And when we come back from the commercial, it'll be Ohio State with the football from their own 12-yard line. Again, the score is still 10-10 here in the fourth quarter with 7 minutes and 48 seconds to go. So both quarterbacks out here just turning it over left and right. And both defenses making plays when they need it the most. And Xander is not a happy camper right now. He says he stepped away for 1 minute and he wanted to see them score. Your guy was wide open too. Wide open. Warren made a terrible throw. You know, that was just a heads up play there for him to drop back in coverage like that. All right, so now they're going to run the ball. Still running, trying to get to the outside there. Picks up 5 yards on the play. That's Travion Henderson there on the carry. He's got 10 carries for 21 yards. They say 3 of the 4 interceptions today have been in the red zone. Mike says time for backup quarterback. Xander says put in Orgy at this point. All right, 2nd and 5. Come on, we got to get a first down here. Looking on the move, throws it incomplete. Incomplete. All right, so 3rd down coming up here, 3rd and 5. Got to find a way to get a first down, baby. Got to get a first down. Got to get a first down. Oh, just off. Just off. He's like, what is it good for? You gotta make it count. We're looking at you now. 3rd and 5. Oh crap. 3rd and 5. Again, 4th quarter with 7:09 to go. Shotgun formation here. Looking on the move, breaks free, running, charges ahead, and he's going to be a yard shy of the first down marker. So 4th and 1 from our own 21-yard line. Braden says stopped. Yeah, so a yard shy. Let's see. Xander says yes, ping bud. All right, so let's see. Punts on the way. All right, and the return goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line of Michigan there. So that's where they'll start off with the football here in the 4th quarter with 6 minutes and 13 seconds to go. And so right now, defense, you got to come out strong because this is perfect, ideal situation for them with 6 minutes and 13 seconds. They can continue to run the ball. That will leave us with less time. And then ultimately, they're confident in their kicker if need be. So Buckeyes got to come out early. Got to come out early on defense. Mike says, get some Ohio State. Let's see. Xander says, punt, but I meant. And so, oh, yeah, he punt. Braden said, JB witnessing what it's like being an Iowa fan today. Oh, man. Oh, man. JB does not like the experience, Braden. But 6 minutes and 13 seconds, need that defense to come out again. There's also the possibility of overtime as well. You know, all tied up 10-10. There's also that probability also, something that JB is hoping is not the case. Mike says, man, Ohio State up. And so that's what the defense has to do. Again, we come back here from the commercial. And ideally, don't let them get in first down. Don't let them get any first downs here because their kicker, he's got range and they will run this ball and look to take off time in the process. So we have got to come out here, like, get it done. Get it done early. Get it done early. I would be shocked if Michigan doesn't switch quarterbacks at this point, though, because on those 62 yards passing, you can get that from another quarterback. All right, but again, we're at the commercial here. All right, so coming back from the commercial. Yeah, mistakes have been a theme today. All right, 1st and 10. And gives it to Mullen, and he's gonna plow for it for about 8 yards on the carry. 2nd and 2 coming up with 6:02 left to go here in the fourth quarter of play, and we're all tied up 10-10. No points scored since halftime. No points scored since halftime. All right, so 2nd and 2. So on 2nd and 2 with 5:35 left to go here in the fourth. They run it again and picks up 4 yards on the carry and a first down in the process. So that's more time off the clock there and also moving closer and closer to scoring range there. So Buckeyes defense, this is it. This is where you come out here and shut it down. You've got to stop this run game. Let's see. Mike says, JB, look on Twitter's the Buffalo Highways later. Bet. You say JB head to head versus Mr. JB. And so UGA Remy says, Ohio State sucks. Go Dogs. What's good with you? I hear you. All right. Meanwhile, loss of 2 yards there on the carry. Okay. Let's see. Mike says, I am on High Street. Let's get some. Okay. And Mike says, son versus father face off in direct competition. All right. So 2nd and 12. So 2nd and 12 right now. Again, it's important that we've got to stop them here and don't let them pick up too many yards on second down to make third down easy, because they will run the ball. They run the ball again off the right guard, picks up 6 yards on the play. So you got third down coming up. So with third down coming up, they are on the edge of getting into field goal range here. They believe in their kicker. He hit a 54-yarder earlier today. Buckeyes defense, this is it. You've got to step up here. This is it. Got to step up here. Again, the score all tied 10-10 here in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes and 34 seconds to go. It's a run play and breaks away from tackles. Are you serious? Are you serious? Broke away from the tackles, comes up limping there, but wow. He was in the arms of the defender and broke free. Are you serious? Are you serious? Braden says, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, it says defense can't stop a nosebleed. What are we doing? Oh man. All the way to the Ohio State 17-yard line. That was a huge run there. A huge run. Wow. All right, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Runs the ball, picks up about 3 yards there on the carry. That's Jordan Marshall, his first carry of the game. 2nd and 7 coming up from the Ohio State 14-yard line. Just wow. Just wow. And so UGA Remy laughing at that one. Mr. JB says the Buckeyes defense kite. Mike says nightmare. And so, oh man, it's looking bad. It's looking real bad. Looking real bad. But still, all 3 timeouts. But we're running out of time. Running out of time. Let's see. Braden says, at least if you lose, you'll most likely have a home playoff game. And so, Braden, nobody's thinking like that. Nobody's thinking like that. Nobody's thinking like that. Oh, it says in the zone about to cook us. It ain't over till it's over. It ain't over till it's over. That's all I'm going to say. It ain't over till it's over. It's not looking good at all, but it ain't over yet. But man, this is 10 points is all the offense could muster. And we got all 10 points in the second quarter. Braden says, Michigan, don't you dare throw the ball. What do you mean? What do you mean? And so, hey, what's good? Oh, man. What's good? What's good? You say, JB, I didn't make it in time. Oh, man. RC in the building. Braden says, what up? Oh, he says, Braden, what up, cuz? Again, RC in the building. Mike says, a W is a W. That's a fact. A W is a W. That's a fact. Braden says, hey, RC. Braden says, perfect timing, RC. All right. So, again, 2 minutes left here. And I can just hope that the defense can come up with a miracle here somehow, some way. Let's see. Mike says JBOT. And so, well, if we get to that point right now, that sounds better than the alternative. Let's see. RC says, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am fat for real. Let's see. Mr. JB says the Hurricanes want that number 2 spot. Let's see. RC says, JB, is y'all struggling here? And so we are struggling. We are struggling. We are struggling. We are struggling. But there's not a team in college football that hasn't struggled this season. Not one. But we just got to find a way, somehow, some way. We got to find a way. Whether it's a missed field goal, whether it's a turnover, we got to find a way somehow. It ain't over till it's over. Mike says JB wrecked. And so, not yet. JB's going to hold out hope to the last possible second. Because that's all you can do. And so, yeah, looking at those Big Ten standings there, man. All right, let's see. Mike says 8,000 miles away, go Ohio State. And so there it is. RC says Michigan like 6-6, no excuse. Runs the ball and picks up a couple yards there. 3rd down coming up. And that should be a timeout called. All right, so this is a big 3rd down here. If you stop them here, at least you give yourself some time here to either tie it or maybe even take the lead. But this is big. This is big. Let's see. RC says USC garbage. So if your Irish beat them, it won't mean much. And so, all right, RC. All right, you've got a lot to learn about college football, I see. A lot to learn about college football. All right, we're on 3rd and 2. I know that defense is tired, but the defense has got to come up big. Whatever happens, we've got to assume that this is a running play. All right, 3rd and 2. And they stop the play. What are we doing? Referee sure is taking his time to communicate what's happening here, but another timeout? Are you sure about that, Ryan Day? Another timeout? What are you trying to do? Ice the offense here? Wow. Let's see. Braden says another timeout for Ohio State. With a minute 55 left to go, tied up 10-10. Let's see. All right, so wait a minute. Wait a minute. So no timeout there, 1st and goal. I'm guessing I got no explanation for that one, but what happened there? What happened there? How'd it go to 1st down like that? Like I didn't see a flag or anything there, but wow. Let's see. Braden says JB, but if USC wins, they can play spoiler. Let's see. RC says Braden, JB, I'm still sick, but maybe I'll get better. Sorry, you say you're getting better, little teeny bit better. Well, every little bit matters, RC. Every little bit better. Mike says, is Day in the house? Let's see. Old man says, why call a timeout there? And so I'm just flabbergasted at what's happening right now. Flabbergasted. Let's see. RC says, let's get overtime since I arrived at JB party late. Braden says, if we were in the West East Division, still in the Big Ten, Iowa would be playing Penn State next week. That would be insane. Let's see. O says, wait, how did they get that first? That's what I was wondering. I was wondering, how did they get that first? Because I saw no flag. I saw no explanation. I saw the timeout by Day, but I think Day was trying to call a timeout to prevent an illegal substitution is all I can think of, and that they didn't grant it to him. But a run play here stopped. 3rd down coming up, 3rd and goal. But I really have no idea. Let's see, Braden says, hope you get better, RC. And as Zoe said, we run the Big Ten. RC said, old man Mob, Braden, JB, Iowa won 13-10 yesterday over Nebraska. Oh, wow, I'm feeling impressed. Let's see, and as Zoe says, you can't call back 2 timeouts. Braden says you can't call back 2 timeouts. You say run the ball. Let's see. Mr. JB says 12 man on the field. And let's see. RC says JB, Matt Everbooz is gone. All right, 3rd and goal here. So with 3rd and goal, you stop them here. They'll take off some time. They'll kick a field goal, but we'll still have an opportunity. All right, gets stopped immediately, picks up a yard on the play, 4th down coming up. If only we can find a way to block a kick. But 4th and goal. Let's see, Braden says stuffed. Let's see, Zoe says, man, y'all waited on year for this. And so it ain't over yet, Zoe. It ain't over. It ain't looking good. I'll admit it ain't looking good, but it ain't over. It ain't over. It ain't over. But oh man, aren't you supposed to be asleep now, Zoe? Aren't you supposed to be sleep recovering right now? All right, he said, JB, I wouldn't let him coach flag football at this point. Ever floss? Let's see. RC says the Ohio State Heartbreakers. Oh man. So no timeouts to work with. Man, it sucks. I can't actually hear the audio of what's going on out there because all I'm seeing is that the clock's running down. Then I see the clock jump up. I'm seeing first downs after timeouts are being called here. I have no idea what they're doing out there. Let's see. RC said Ryan Day to the Bears. And the Zoe says that Will Howard to throw an INT. Just wait. No, he's got his 2 interceptions out the way. Got his 2 interceptions out of the way. Cannot repeat the same mistake that Kyle McCord made last year in that game. And again, they're going to take off every second possible before calling this timeout, as they should. Mike says, who will win this father versus son in your face game? Well, it'll be the son, of course. Of course, Mike, the son. All right, timeout called. Oh boy, Will Howard. Will Howard. You've got to come through. Let's see. RC says, JB, I saw some of the second quarter of this game, but forgot you was doing it. And so, oh man, how could you forget? How could you forget? And so, Johnny the Law Cutter, what's good with you? What's good with you? What's good with you? How are you doing today? What's good with you? Oh man. Let's see. RC says, maybe I have a case of amnesia that came along with a nasty cold. It might just be. But a 21-yarder here from Michigan, in which Braden from the future says the kick is good. But let's see how much time remains after this. Yep, kick good. 45 seconds remaining. So 45 seconds and no timeouts. A field goal at least gets us to overtime, and a touchdown can win it. So we're going to need something. We're going to need something. Mike says your cash is on Ohio State. Oh, man, Mike. Oh, man. Zoe says if he missed this, he getting left in Ohio. All right, so Michigan made the field goal there. Their sideline believes that that's going to be game, but there's still time on the clock, 45 seconds to work with, although Ohio State's got no timeout. Will Howard, you have got to pay attention to the time, buddy. You cannot go running once we get in field goal range. You cannot take off running and leave us no time here. We've got no timeouts to work with. Let's see. Oh, it says Will and Day need to have their best drive here. That they do. And so that they do. Oh man. All right, JB's nervous now. JB's nervous now. JB's nervous now. Let's see. RC says, JB, you're really about to do it again? Do what? Let's see. Mike says, run back. Oh man. Would that not be fantastic if that happened there, Mike? Would that not be fantastic if that were to happen? And let's see. RC says, put your trust in Will Howard. I've got no other choice right now, RC. That's the only path to victory is to put my faith in him. All right, kickoff on the way. All right. Let's see. RC said, "Yeah, Will Howard, don't be the quarterback version of Matt Everfloss." Oh, please, no. Braden says 16-14 South Carolina. Interesting. All right. So with 45 seconds to go here, we're gonna have to make a couple big plays here on this drive, and we're gonna have to be quick about it. Oh boy. Let's see. Braden says 36-23 Tennessee. Mike says Fat Lady singing yet. RC says play for the field goal. LOL. JB. Kickers missed his last two. So even that's not guaranteed, but we got no choice but to believe in these guys. All right, Howard looking. Howard. Come on, Howard. Throws it away. Throws it away. Took off 5 seconds there. Throws it away. Towards Gee Scott Jr. All right, let's try running some plays that's a little bit further than about 10 yards, ideally. How about we start running some plays for that? Let's see. You say almost, Mike. Howard throws it short. Running back catches it, goes out of. We're taking 5 seconds to throw it to the running back. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We've wasted 10 seconds on 2 attempts to get 2 yards, basically. Oh man. This is like the ghost of Everfloss all over again. All right. 3rd and 9. We got to get a first down here. Got to get a first down. Throws it. And timeout was called by Michigan. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let's see. Kenneth says it might be going to JB overtime. JBOT sounds lovely right now. Let's see. You say, who do you like? You say, oh, man, who do you like? Let's see. RC says, how many timeouts left? There's no timeouts remaining for Ohio State. As for Michigan, they got one timeout. So Michigan's got one timeout. Ohio State's got no timeouts. And we're trying to duck the ball short for 2 yards. Mike says overtime. Zoe says no OT in this game, fellas. So Zoe's believing that Ohio State's for the score, basically a touchdown is what he's saying. Xander says he's nervous, and so you're nervous. Your boy JB is nervous. Your boy here in front of the camera trying to keep it together and stuff like that. But man, I've seen this story far too many times for my liking. But here we go. 3rd and 9 from their own 26-yard line. Howard looking. Howard spins. Howard throws it incomplete. Incomplete. Like, is that all we do? Do we just run outs? Like, whether it's 4 yards out, 3 yards out? Like, what are we doing? Get the first down, go deep, and then clock it if you got to. This is bad. This is bad. Zoe says 0 timeouts. As Yossi says, Zoe, dang, dang, dang. Oh, man. 4th and 9 here. Howard looking. What in the world was Howard thinking on that play? And just like that, now that's over. Now that's over. That's a wrap. And Ohio State will lose. Wow. Wow. Zoe says fix that score in the background. And so I think it's good, Zoe. It's good. Let's see. Mike says Kool-Aid time. Oh man. O says in the Zoe can't stand day or will. Let's see. Zoe says, my guy, oh man. Oh man. Oh man. That is just insane. Wow. I am speechless here. I am speechless. Let's see. Old man says, Mr. JB, lucky you got respect for him. Braden says, here's the game. Let's see. RC says, old man Ma loves Matt Everfloss more than life itself. Kenneth says, where's Black Medicine at today? That's a good question. Old says, thanks for bringing up that no good. RC says, free Willie Howard. Xander says it's over. And so that it is. Couple knees there. Mike says, oh crap. Oh man. Mr. JV says, what about those Wolverines there? So the knee is finalized. And so congratulations, Michigan. You guys won. No excuses here from JV. You guys won that one. So, shout out to Endazo. Shout out to Xander. Shout out to anybody else here that was a diehard Michigan fan in the chat. You guys won this one. JB's got no words here. JB's got no words. And so, no words. And Zoe says, this y'all best shot to beat us, honestly. Oh, man. I said, JB, y'all going out gimpy, man. And so, Braden says, that's game. Yes. Old man says, Will and Dave both get off his team. And Zoe's loving it. Braden says that Michigan owes Iowa. RC says Michigan's big game. Old man says in the zone. What did I say? You did say it. You did say it. You did say it. Mike says, I'm sorry, JB. You're wrecked. And so it is. It is. But JB standing there. And Xander says it's over. Let's see. Mike says W stream though. Old man says, you blame Mr. JB. Let's see. Mike says day strikes again. Let's see. RC says, JB, how could you let this happen? And so JB's got no words, man. No words. I'm not going to sit here and make excuses. We lost. It's that simple. Xander says, you guys won. Braden says, great stream. JB, see you later. That's right. Despite the fact that JB is obviously going through it, JB will still be back later on for Texas versus Texas A&M. So that's it. Mike says, good night. Oh, said, congratulations in the Zoe. And you say, F Will and Day. Kenneth says, wonderful stream. See you in a couple hours. That's right. See you guys in a couple hours there. RC says this is supposed to be JB's revenge game, but no, And so, yeah, sometimes it doesn't work out that way. It doesn't work out. Braden says, fight. We'll probably lose that too. Let's see. Mike says, thanks, JB. Playoffs now. And so that's right. Playoffs now. So again, congratulations there to Michigan again. It's nothing I can say. Nothing I can say because Michigan could have folded earlier this season, but they opted not to. They still believe, despite, the roles at quarterback play. I knew they were going to be up for this game, and they won. They won. So we've got to do some soul searching internally, but clearly our current formula doesn't work. It doesn't work. Braden says, huge fight. Let's see. RC says, next stream time, JB, 7:30 Eastern time. 7:30 Eastern time. Texas versus Texas A&M. Oh, man. Wow. I get the whole rivalry part, but at some point, we got to have class now. At some point, we got to have class. If you don't like what transpired on the field, then maybe, just maybe, you should have played better. I'm looking at Ohio State players here. Shame on us. Shame on us. Shame on us. We got to have more class than that. You lost the game. You lost the game. It's a rivalry game. Of course, the other team's going to come in talking. That's what you expect from a rivalry game. So that's classless on our part there. RC says, oh, okay, gotcha. You saying peace out. And so absolutely. Let's see. Mike says, thanks, JB. Sanders says Michigan still didn't make the playoffs there. And so that's true. But next year, when you guys have Underwood at quarterback, you guys are going to be a force again. You already have the core around. You just needed a quarterback to help get you there. So I feel like he will make a huge impact. And so Jeremiah, what's good? You say, nah, fool, like a cheap suit. Xander says I earned your respect. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And yeah, that's just classless. Like they went out there, they wanted it just as bad as you wanted it. They went out there and they got the W, in our house, in our house. And you want to what? Start a fight? For what? For what? It ain't gonna change the facts. It ain't gonna change the facts. If you a senior and you lost this game, you've been losing every year. Just move on. Just move on. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. You just went out there and you played hard in a rivalry game, but you threw it all away here by just coming in here trying to start a fight after the game, man. Let it go. Let it go. Oh, it says, so now you want to all fight? And so RC says, JB, by the way, you need better than little Will Howard. And so it's looking that way. It's looking that way. The kid was starstruck. But yeah, like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. We this is why we are at where we're at right now. Because we have no composure whatsoever. Just walk off the field. Walk off the field. Did you think you were just going to show up and win? I'm so disappointed. And I'm really disappointed in this. I'm disappointed about the game, but I'm really disappointed in this because character is what you do when things get hard, and we ain't got no good character. That's why we can't win situational football, because we don't have the character. Again, I apologize to Michigan fans for that. I apologize for that because we shouldn't have handled the situation like that. We should not have. We should not have. Let's see. Mike says, if you're angry and you know it, throw them hands. Mike says, throw them hands anyways. But nah, they had their chance. They had 4 quarters to go out there and to let that frustration out. If you couldn't do it in 4 quarters, don't do that after the field. Don't do that after the field. Don't do that after the field. That's a bad look. NFL scouts, pay attention, because these are the kind of players that you got to deal with. These are the kind of guys that when a cameraman's in their face and they lost, they're going to knock the cameraman down. This is just all around bad. This is not what the program should be about. Oh, it says, yeah, but let's not fight in the game. You say Day and Will should be ashamed of themselves. You say, heck, all the Buckeyes should be ashamed. They really should be. Mike says, Day, bye. And so mistakes were made. Sanders says, but we made a bowl game. And so congratulations there. And again, congratulations there, Michigan, winning that one, 13-10 on the road, and you did it without a quarterback. So congratulations to you. You won't hear any complaints from me or any excuses from me. Jeremiah says, best Ohio State fan I've ever met. I got your respect there. And so I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I really do. I really do. At the end of the day, I understand that the other team wants it as bad as we do. And we lost. We have 4 quarters to go out there and show what we can do. And once again, we lost. And shame on us, because we've lost 3 times prior to that. So we should know what to expect. So shame on us to come in here and to feel entitled and think just because there's a number 2 by our name that we were going to come out here and get a win. Because honestly, that's the vibe that I'm getting, is that we thought because we were number 2, we thought that we were at home, we thought we were just going to walk in today and get a W. And so I'm ashamed of what we did on and off the field. I'm ashamed. Oh, it says everyone who decided to fight should be ashamed of themselves. They should be. They should be. They should be. Oh, it says we lost and now you're looking like a bigger clown. We really are. We really are. That's a bad loss there. I've never been so ashamed. I've seen us lose time and time again, but we've never looked like this, like on the field here. This tells me we got a bunch of hooligans out there. A bunch of hooligans out there. That was absolutely classless to do something like that. Oh, it says shake their hands and tell them, you're a better team and move on. Yeah, just shake the hands there, shake the hands. Life moves on there. You lost. We each had the same opportunity to go out there and impose our will. Michigan imposed their will today, and they did it on the road without a quarterback. I cannot emphasize enough, how that was. That shows the resilience of this team, and they will be better next year than they are this year. As for us, man, we got to do some soul searching here. And honestly, if some of these guys, they may need to go. They may need to go. They may need to go because we can't have that. We can't have that. Lefty says, wow. Mike says classless. Let's see. Oh, says not to all Michigan fans. As an OG Buckeyes fan, I will say sorry, and we are ashamed of what these clowns did. And so, absolutely, Mike, no class whatsoever. Let's see. Mr. JB says he'll kick the Buckeyes. He'll kick the Buckeyes out of the top. You say you'll kick them out of the top 12. And so, man, the way that we played, we looked horrible. We looked horrible. Whatever they do, whatever they drop to, I won't complain. Mr. RC says, JB and old man, here's a pun for you all. No more day drinking. And so A6, what's good with you? You say, let's go. Congratulations to you guys. And again, apologize for on Ohio State's behalf for the classless act there after the game there with that fight. I mean, that's just stupid. That's just stupid. Like, you do your play on the field. After the game, it's done. It's done. It's done. Let's see. Mike says Woody Haynes, Clemson. And so bet. But yes, guys, JB's going to go ahead and end the stream, but I will be on again later today for Texas versus Texas A&M. So if you got some time to come through there, feel free to come through there. Absolutely. Absolutely. But yes, JB's going to go ahead and take a little time here to just let this sink in here. But honestly, with this whole fight breaking out here, that just makes me mad at us as an individual, how we acted after the field there. You know, it's no longer about on the field. Obviously, we got outplayed, we got outcoached, but that was just classes at the end. Showing class is something that you can control. You know, if the other team outplays you, sometimes that happens, but showing class after the game, that is something that starts at the top. And that's something that we have got to really evaluate. Let's see. He says, peace out, JB. And you say, JB, enjoy your day until game 2. Absolutely. And hey, good luck there to Notre Dame there. I know that you're not worried about that game, but good luck because you guys win. And hey, college football playoffs, you just got to sit back and wait to see who you're playing. But thanks again, everybody, for coming through. Again, one more time there. Shout out to Michigan there for the W, you know, and apologize on Ohio State's behalf for the classless act afterwards and starting that fight. But being sore losers on top of that. But with that being said, though, JB will be live later on. Thanks for coming through and see you guys next time.